And hey, yo, welcome.
Hey, yo.
This is Inappropriate Bar Talk, episode 23. I am Chris.
And I'm Tony.
And we are here live again from Mililani.
Yeah.
Mililani in Hawaii.
That's where we live.
Mililani, Hawaii?
Yeah.
Well, you weren't living here for the past 2 weeks.
No, I was not. I was living in Seattle for 2 weeks.
Well, that must be nice. Was it hot up there?
No, dude, the weather was perfect, man.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
I'm jealous. It's been so fucking hot here.
It's pretty hot.
Anyway,
I'm sweaty.
We're sweating right now. That's for sure. It's been humid as balls. But if you live in Hawaii, you feel this right now. But let's cheers to this show. Finally up and running. We apologize for being a little late today. I was late because I had a work function.
Yeah, sure. Work. That's what they call it.
And Tony's camera decided to die on us literally right before we started the broadcast. So
cheers to that.
Double cheers.
It's a good thing you brought a backup camera. Now, of course, right now it seems that the chat's kind of giving me issues, but I'll mess with that. We'll just keep it going. Yeah.
Check your settings and then make sure you're connected.
Am I connected?
Yeah, just hit reconnect on those things. Sometimes I think it helps. But anyway, welcome to episode 23. We're live streaming tonight every Wednesday usually at 8 p.m.
8-ish.
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 And 11 p.m. Pacific time and 2 a.m. Eastern time. If you are a fan of the show, please subscribe and like. I
have to scoot a little closer to you, bud.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We're getting a little closer.
We're gonna get intimate tonight. Okay.
Yeah. It's been a fun week. Football season got started this week finally. I think a lot of people are excited about that. I know my fantasy teams did pretty shitty this weekend, except for one of them that didn't do that great, but I still won anyway because the other person did shittier than I did.
My team wasn't working. Oh, there. Look, it looks like it's working, but then it disappears.
That's weird.
Let me see what's going on. Okay.
So the big news in the NFL this week was David Johnson going down in week 1 of the season. Literally, this guy was everybody's pretty much 90, I'd say 90, at least 95% of leagues probably took this guy first in the draft. And if you're one of those people, I feel sorry for you. I'm glad I got the second pick in my draft now because I didn't get screwed. Luckily, I got handed Le'Veon Bell, who didn't have a great game this weekend either, but at least he's not injured. How about Kansas City? Did you see that game?
All I know is I really was trying to get Hunt, and that motherfucker, I got snaked right before Sean got him from me, that bastard.
A lot of people were trying to pick him. I had to try.
Hey, what's up, Raph? How you doing, bud?
What's up, Raph? Welcome to the broadcast. Sorry we're late, buddy. Glad you could join us tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, David Johnson going down this week. Kansas City looked really strong against New England.
That's rough for some people.
Really rough.
Oh, it looks like there's like a pube on my mic. What were you guys doing when I was gone, man?
It's probably from my mustache.
Gross, dude. It was in my mouth. I felt it touch my lip. That's fucking disgusting.
My way of saying welcome back to the show,
thanks,
buddy.
bro. Thanks. I'll drink to that.
It seems like you need a couple drinks. Tony, thank you for getting here early and hooking everything up and getting us prepared.
Well, that's what I do. And then I bring this camera that fucking didn't decide not to work. But
last minute.
That's okay.
Literally last minute.
Literally right before we went on.
Button, and I was like, nope.
Anyway.
If you can help us with error code 80 for 70D.
I have a Canon 70D and error code 80 just popped up, and now we got to use this webcam. But hey, you know what? It doesn't look that bad, I guess. Whatever. We'll make do.
Yeah.
I think, fuck, you're buying the camera next.
Isn't this on your company? I heard something about
this
that.
This one, the last one was, but everything else is mine.
Jesus.
It's mine.
Well, on that note, you can donate to us on the Twitch page if you really want to. We could really use the cameras aren't cheap.
Shit.
And unfortunately, Tony Lonzo has one of these. So we might have to borrow some.
Let's not talk about our
let's
problems
move
here.
on.
But actually, I got something to talk about.
Okay.
Speaking of my trip, so I don't know. Remember I was telling you the story last time where I was sitting in the exit row and the guy next to me he kept putting his
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
foot on my leg. I don't know if I told that on the story
did.
on the show. I
You
did?
Yeah.
Okay. So something else happens this time.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it is.
The story from the flights.
Okay, so I'm flying Hawaiian again. I always get a extra comfort at least, because I'm tall. I need some leg room.
Row. Get that leg room, yeah.
And we get to board first, which means you get to pick your overhead. Okay, so I go on the plane. I get my overhead space. Get all settled. I'm all good. I took the drone, by the way, to Seattle. Got some really cool drone footage. We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
So I put the drone in there's like a small overhead right over like the extra comfort front bulkhead row.
Yeah.
And so I put the drone in that, and then in the next one, pretty much right over my head, I put my backpack. And there was a lady sitting behind me originally, and she ended up getting upgraded to first class, and they stick this guy in behind me right before we leave. So I'm assuming his bag was somewhere else on the plane. He didn't get a chance to bring it with him. Okay. So once we take off, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab my laptop. I'm gonna check this out and work on. I was gonna edit a video of my drone footage while I was on the plane. So first of all, I pay extra. You pay extra for this extra comfort. Okay, and it's supposed to include power so that you can charge your laptop. Okay. My plug wasn't working, so I couldn't really work on anything. My computer, I just watched like half a movie and shut it down. But anyway, when I took my bag down to get my computer out and everything like that, I'm not even really paying attention, getting my stuff done. I get all my stuff out. I go to put my bag back up, and there's a fucking bag now where I just took my backpack out of. So I'm like, what the fuck?
That was pretty slick.
So I look at the guy and I say, hey, man, did you just put a bag up in here? And he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah. And I was like, oh, sweet, dude. You just totally snaked my spot. And I just turn around and I kind of gave him a look and turned around and sat down. And then a couple minutes go by and he kind of taps me on the shoulder. He's like, hey, you can put your stuff up over here, which is the next side over.
Uh-huh.
And what the fuck is that noise?
Is somebody calling in? Are we getting a Skype
I
call?
don't even know how to answer that.
I think that's a Skype call.
I got Nakano calling in. I don't know. I'll try to answer it, I guess. It's one of my friends from Japan. This might be interesting. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Allow.
Oh, I don't know what's happening here.
Can you hear me?
Tony.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, bro. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm just doing my show. You're live on the internet right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, did you hear about the barcode things?
Yeah. I'll have to call you back about that later, man. I'm I seriously, I can't talk about that right now.
Yeah, I understand. But could you find out, because it's gonna be the fucking real problems.
Okay, yeah, I'll get that. I'm gonna get that taken care of, man. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay, get back to me.
Okay.
Get back to me, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Cheers. Talk to you soon.
He didn't know he was not. He just
So that's that's work stuff, but that's one of my
barcodes aren't working, dude.
the barcodes. There's a barcode mishap, but don't worry, we're getting it taken care of.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, back to what I was saying about. So this guy totally snakes my overhead compartment.
Yeah.
And I'm just I gave him a look are you fucking kidding me, dude? Come on. That's some bullshit. So
I don't get. You're mid-flight at this point?
We're we're flying already.
So he saw you pull your bag down, and then
and he knows I got to put it back up there.
How long did you have your bag down where you had time to even do that?
At the most 5 minutes.
Okay.
At the most, dude. So he taps me on the shoulder, and a couple rows back and across the aisle, there's a space. So I'm just whatever. I put it up there. But I still, he knew I was pissed. You know what I mean? I told him, dude, that you snake my shit. Sweet, thanks. And it was funny though. At the end of the flight, I get up. Everyone stands up to get their stuff, and I'm waiting. He's he goes and gets my bag for me and brings me my backpack. So I was like, okay, I guess the guy felt bad. So, I didn't make a big deal out of it, but I was pretty fucking pissed. You know what I mean? That's fucking dirty, bro.
At least he was nice about it.
Yeah,
at least
he tried. At least
he was like, "Oh, sorry, dude, my bad."
Well, I called him out on it. Dude, And I made it where everybody kind of heard and everyone kind of looked at him too. So everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that is dirty, bro." But I got some cool drone footage of
I just feel like you don't take nonsense on airplanes anymore. Like you're just like fucking over
I'm
it.
getting to that point where I'm just like, dude.
Especially that whole shit you dealt with in the Philippines. And
Yeah. Well, I travel a lot lately, so it's like the more I travel, the less tolerant I am for people that don't have travel etiquette or know like the basics of like this is how this works. Okay, but. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm a dick. I don't know. I think I handled it pretty nicely.
Well, that's why a lot of people get first class now too. Because
well, trust me, if I could afford it, I'd fucking fly everywhere first class. But that shit's expensive.
Yeah,
you're paying like double at least.
They say once you go first class, you don't want to go back.
I'm trying to get my chick in that airlines. You know what I mean? So I can fly that buddy pass shit.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That's what I'm talking about. You heard that, Rika? Get on it.
Then you can be involved in one of those cases where you're knocking off somebody who didn't show up for their flight or whatever.
Yeah. So Rika just flew to Japan, and her friend works for Hawaiian, like front desk stuff, and got her on a buddy pass, and she got bumped up to first class, dude.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Does Hawaiian have a dress code like?
Yeah, she had to wear like a nice like business casual kind of clothes.
Yeah. Well, batting 1,000 on those airplane flights, buddy.
Dude,
keep it up.
Now I might have to beat someone's ass on a plane one of these days. I don't fucking know. But anyway, my trip was good. We had my grandpa's funeral. They did his military honors, which was cool. They let me drone a shot of them doing the military honors, like shooting the guns and everything.
Oh yeah, cool.
Bummer was my card ended up filling up and it didn't save it to the card.
Oh,
but it saved it to my phone, so it was like a low res version that I used and edited a little video. I was really bummed about that.
It's like 720 on your phone, I think.
Yeah, at best. And I was bummed about that. But lesson learned: make sure your card's completely empty if you're trying to film something that you really want to save.
Especially if you're doing 4K.
Yeah. Well, no, I was only doing 1080, but
Yeah.
I had a lot of stuff on there from. I didn't realize I had so many things on there. I had about 20 videos already. I had Kevin's shoot and everything still on there. I was like, "Fuck, that's a lot of video on one card." But I also shot. I went to the Jimi Hendrix park out there in Seattle.
How's that?
Dude, it's a park. They made like a pathway with like Hendrix lyrics and like a timeline of his career. One thing I didn't know: how long do you think Jimi Hendrix actually played guitar?
Didn't he get his first guitar when he was like 12?
Take a guess. Take a guess of how many years Jimi Hendrix played guitar.
Because I know his dad bought him
from the time his first guitar to the time he died.
Well, he died at 29, so I'm gonna say like 15 years.
Okay. Now, how much time do you think from the time he first got a guitar to the time he was playing like sold out arenas?
10 years.
Okay. About 4.5 to 5 years from the time he actually got his very first guitar at the age of like 17.
Yeah.
He was playing like the Isle of Wight and stuff like that already. Okay,
Wow.
so he wasn't even playing for a full 5 years and he was killing it. He got good fast. And then he only really played for about 10, 11 years before he actually died.
Wow.
Total, but he was really only famous for about 7, 8, 9 years at the most.
Well, then, yeah, if it was 17,
7 years, yeah.
17, then yeah, that would make sense. Because then that would be 12 years later he died. So
Yeah, so I kind of learned a little. I mean, I knew that I've watched so many documentaries of him. I just kind of forget. But
I mean, the fact that
it's actually right next to the African American Museum out in Seattle too, which is this really cool building, like really old kind of like collegiate style building, and right next to it's this little park with like this big heart.
Does it have
kind
like
of sculpture
the
that
columns, the colonial like columns?
No, it's more like a red brick kind of style kind of deal. And then so I drone that and I fly over the building and it's like Seattle in the backdrop, like the city. And then I went down to the waterfront and got some shots of the waterfront with the city and the Space Needle in the back. And then we went out to what's it called? Point Defiance 5 Mile Drive, which is like by the Puget Sound area, and I did some droning out there, which was cool. But yeah, all in all,
I can imagine the Puget Sound area would have some nice footage you could get.
So the I don't know if you heard about the fire that was going on in Oregon.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit fucked up the whole, for like 2-3 days, like you couldn't see the sun. It was just like a orange like blur in the smoke, and you couldn't see the clouds obviously, and it was just super smoky. It was fucked up. It was like raining ash. My mom was like yelling at me, thinking I was like smoking so much joints out back that there was ash everywhere. And I was like, Mom, there's no fucking way I did all that. I was like, come on, man. No fucking way.
Yeah, those fires are nuts, dude. The fires
pretty
are crazy.
gnarly.
Mexico had a huge earthquake this past week, 8.1 earthquake that like
There's a lot of crazy shit going on, man.
And there's obviously the hurricanes. They're saying Jose's gonna. I saw a thing of Jose possibly doing like a loop-de-loop and coming back towards the U.S. or some crazy shit.
All I know is shit.
Fucking weird.
I don't understand why the chat clears. I don't want it to do that.
The people's things just disappear, huh?
Yeah, I want it to stay forever until I clear it.
Do you have any interest in seeing the new It movie? It's been getting a lot of positive reviews.
I never saw the original.
I saw the original a long
I don't know.
time
Clowns
ago,
don't fucking scare me. I'll punch a fucking clown in the face. Hey, thanks, Lanny. What's up, bro?
What up, man? Who wants us to play DJ Isaac? What's up with that?
I don't know.
You just said play this song, DJ Isaac, bitch. Is it called Bitches? I don't know. Maybe I could pull that up.
I don't know what that is. Who is Carol Oslock? 1, 2, 3. Carlos OK.
Okay.
Carlos OK 1, 2, 3. Hey, what's up, Carlos?
I think they want us to have something that drops the N-bomb on air, which I think on Twitch that's like a big no-no.
Oh yeah, let's not do that. Don't do that. Let's not do that, guys. Landmine, what's new with you, bud? Thanks for welcoming me back. Dude. Oh, so I went to I ate at a couple cool places and drank some cool things while I was in Seattle too. We went to this bar, and I'm really fucking spacing, and I can't remember what it's called. If my brother's watching, it was his recommendation. He's really good on the Yelp, dude. He's found a couple badass places that we ate that we really liked, that we wouldn't normally go. So we went to this bar for breakfast, and they had
the one you sent me the beer from.
No, that was a different place.
Okay,
but we got a flight. My brother got a flight of moonshine.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was like a flight of moonshine with like 4 different moonshines, and one was like, I think fuck, cat's claw or some shit like that. Or
are these made in Washington?
I think this bar was like, yeah, it was like a local moonshine, and one was blackberry, one was apple pie, which was really good. I like that, and there was like no burn or nothing, which is, I think, would be dangerous. But yeah, it was pretty good. And then we ate this breakfast, dude. They had some my brother ate elk like hash for breakfast.
Elk hash? Ooh.
Yeah, it looked fucking bomb. I forget what else I ate, man. I can't remember the fucking place it was called. So that's a kind of fuck up on my part, but it was good.
I love gamey like food, like ostrich burgers. Those are fucking dope. Have you ever had one of those before?
No, I had bison.
Bison's good.
Yeah.
Buffalo's not bad.
I'm
it's
not
better
a huge
as like a jerky or.
I'm not a huge fan of the gamey meat, but
yeah,
I can do
venison.
some.
Obviously, if you have like fresh
venison, I don't mind. Venison's okay. I'm trying to think of one that I ate that I didn't like. I think
lamb.
I'm not a lamb fan.
Yeah, lamb's kind of. It's got a funky game.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I love lamb though. But yeah. Washington's got plenty of that, I'm sure.
You know what Washington's got plenty of?
We got plenty of
legal
venison
weed.
and legal weed. Yeah.
Dude, my God.
I can't imagine that experience.
I mean, you remember Amsterdam.
Yeah. But
think of that, but way, like,
I would figure
better.
it'd be easier. Yeah, easier and probably more selection.
Well, I mean, it's about, nothing was easier than Amsterdam. Amsterdam was like every next door was like a smoke shop when we were in the red light district.
Could you get mushrooms at those smoke shops, or was that at like specialty shops?
Certain shops had mushrooms.
I remember a specialty shop.
Yeah, I remember a mushroom store. So I actually heard California might be legalizing the medicinal use for mushrooms because of the correlation that they found between treating PSD and basically it reconnects certain connections in your brain when you
PTSD.
PTSD. Yeah, PSD is file for Photoshop. Anyway, but yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy that they're thinking about doing that.
Joe Rogan talked about it on his show a couple weeks ago too.
Oh, okay.
How it reactivates
Certain portions of the brain.
You're right.
Yeah.
Basically, it refires your neurons in your head.
We don't have a bartender tonight.
Oh shit! I thought she was gonna stick around.
Text your wife.
Apparently not. Yeah, I'll text her.
Um.
She's downstairs.
Yeah. Mo, we need beer. Anyway. So last time I went, I talked about I got to try Moon Rocks, which I wanted to try for a long time. I know you guys briefly talked about it because I sent you a picture of it, but I got to try one of those can of cigars this time, which was actually it looks like it would be really harsh.
We showed like a close-up picture on my phone of that on the show.
Okay.
That one week we had it.
It's a legit cigar. I mean, it starts off about that big, about yay wide, and you got to light it with a torch, like a cigar torch, cigar lighter, and get that thing going. And once you get it going, man, you can puff on that thing for hours, dude. And it
Better than a Cuban?
I'm not a huge cigar tobacco fan, so yeah, much better. Like if I wanted to, if people were like, hey, bring a cigar, we're gonna smoke cigars for golf or something, I'd bring that.
Cigars can be harsh.
Yeah,
like
I mean, I get it, but when I smoke, I inhale, so that shit just hurts.
That's true too. Yeah.
But dude, I was so surprised how actually mellow that stuff was, and I could smoke that thing all for like 2 days straight. I smoked it for like 2 days straight.
So do they put like a mellower strain in those things just so you can actually puff on them a little bit? No.
It's like they put like the best of the best in that stuff. It was $120 just for that one cigar.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and throughout the fucking time there, I bought probably.
So how much weed was in that thing?
At least a quarter of weed, and then there was hash oil and keef all mixed in with it as well.
Fucking gangsters.
It was fun, dude. It was an experience, You get
Nobody
to
could sit through that.
Hey, what's going on? We got Nicole and Mo. We got No Mo.
All right, we got extra assistants in the house tonight.
We got No Mo.
All right.
Hanalei IPA, yes,
Oh.
yes.
And then
What do you think? You're the bartender. Oh, come on now. What are my options?
Hanalei, Wailua, and Saison.
I'll do the Hanalei.
Hanalei
Thanks, Nicole.
IPA.
So there was that can of cigar. I actually ended up messaging the guy from Gabriel Cannabis because I was going all over the town trying to find. I wanted the jar, I thought it's a cool jar. It says Gabriel, which is my last name, and cannabis. So I was like, I want this jar. And I went all over looking for him. I couldn't find him. And so I said, I'm just going to message this guy's. Is that a motorcycle? What the fuck is that? That's crazy. That freaked me out. But anyway, he ended up messaging me back and told me like all the locations that stole his stuff. And like I went and found myself some cool jars as souvenirs. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, really good stuff too in the jars.
It's gonna happen. It's a matter of time.
It's already, dude.
Just a
We
matter of
already
time.
got our first one, the first medical dispensary. You know, so let's see. Lanny just said I got a rough week playing Kuna with the best team in the league. Oh, we're talking free Steam wallet codes. What?
What up, my?
Who are these people? Drinking some beers and chilling. Who's free Steam wallet codes?
Might be. That sounds like a. Just you know how some of those like immature gamer kids, they'll just be like, you get killed or someone steals your kill and they're like F you, and they drop the N-bomb.
Right. Okay.
And they just use it, and it kind of just slipped. He kind of just said it, right?
Oh, that's not a slip. If he
I
used
know.
it, he uses that word.
And that's the thing is like people are like, it's just a word. I'm like, it's not just a word. Walk up to somebody, and if you're a white guy, I dare you to walk up to a black guy and just say that to him. Like
I mean, if you want to get into a fight, go for it. But
I'm like, if you want to get punched in the face,
yeah,
possibly shot, then go for it.
Okay, but I just want to throw a little devil's advocate out there.
Mm-hmm.
What if a black guy walks up to you and calls you a cracker? Are you gonna punch him in the face?
I don't think it holds that much weight.
I don't
Honestly,
think. I mean, obviously, it's not the same amount of emotional weight on it and history.
honestly,
to
if
that.
somebody called me a cracker, I'd laugh. I'd be like, really?
I think I probably
Like,
have to.
I'd be more offended by you calling me a dick or an asshole or a bitch.
I call you that every day.
But if you walked up to me and said, "Fuck you, cracker," I'd be like, "Really, dude? like what?
True.
What are we in the South right now?"
Yeah.
No.
yeah. But I don't know. I just wanted to see what the other side looks like.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's just.
I think I don't.
There's
think,
no
yeah,
reason.
I
to
wouldn't fight I wouldn't fight someone over calling me a cracker.
Yeah,
for sure.
I guess if there were other things, I don't know. It depends
I
on the
think
situation,
there's
I
other
guess.
words that would offend me much worse than
Mhm,
that. Yeah,
mhm.
got you.
And then, so he dropped it on the stream, like just some
Oh.
dude stole his kill, and he just dropped it, and he was like, "Oh my god." He's like, and then he started laughing. He's like, I'm sorry, but fuck that asshole, blah 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 blah, and he kind of just laughed it off.
So he associated asshole with.
But the fact that he just dropped it like that, where it was just
Right.
like, it was obviously something he said before, or like,
it just rolled off his tongue a little too easily, is what you're saying?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
You seen,
okay.
you've been in games
Did
with
he
like
have to-
little
why did he
kids that
post
like
it? He
just
should've
dropped
just-
that word
He should have
because
just cut the live stream and deleted that
it
video.
was too late at that point. Once you put something on live stream, like if we say something right now, it can be on tape.
Titty balls.
Yeah, someone will have it recorded.
Someone has a tape of me
Maybe not
saying
us.
titty balls.
But people are probably religiously recording his stuff just so they can make clip shows.
Just to pull shit on him like that.
Yeah. Or
That's
to make
fucked
like
up.
a
That's how
highlight show.
That's
you
how
know?
fucked up society is. People just watch your show waiting for you to fuck up so they can use it against you. Instead of just going and doing their own thing.
That might not have been a bad idea though if he just like cut the stream and straight up just like
Delete
delete
quick.
like right away,
Yeah.
like immediately get rid of the video.
Yeah. Immediately.
But he has 54 million followers, so
Doesn't matter.
there's-
Once it's deleted, right?
Yeah.
Unless someone recorded it live.
I mean, it would have got out there. People would have known about it, but they wouldn't have caught him on video. So,
And if they can't catch you on video, they can't prove it.
well, there's these, there's computers.
And if they can't prove it, you're fucking innocent.
There's people who know computers well enough where they could have just been like, "Oh, I got you, bitch." You know what I mean? And just 5 seconds
Bitch
later.
motherfuckers. Anyway, let's get into some of these topics before we ramble on forever. We're trying to make these shows a little quicker.
Oh, wait, I got a good one.
Okay.
Okay. So, the new ESPN ratings came out this week, and they're doing it in 50s, right? So this week, 50 to 100 came out.
Right.
And Lonzo Ball was rated higher than Carmelo Anthony in the rankings.
Who cares?
Do you think it's justified?
I mean, I don't really see what are they ranking him on? Because the guy hasn't played a game, so how can he be better? He has no stats to go off of. Are they ranking him off their players or their college stats?
But he played in the D League, right? He played in the
Yeah,
D
but who
League.
gives a
or
shit about the
Summer
fucking
League,
D
the Summer
League?
League.
Who
Yeah.
cares? The D League's the D League.
So Carmelo Anthony checks in at number 64.
Okay.
One spot ahead of Marcus Smart and one below Lonzo Ball.
Okay.
So obviously the internet blew up with this because, Carmelo obviously was pissed about it.
I mean, well, step your game up then, Melo. If you don't want to be anywhere near that guy, you better fucking produce on the court. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, I'll give you that Melo hasn't been doing as much as he's not living up to the
He's not.
player
He
used to be.
hasn't lived up to any of his fucking hype.
Yeah, so he hasn't done anything major
So
lately.
sorry, Melo, but
He's
you know what?
I think it's
Back it up. You want to be ranked higher? Put some fucking numbers up,
no.
and distance yourself from Lonzo by producing, not by crying about it on the fucking media.
I think it was just worse because Lonzo Ball was like right in front of him. If it wasn't,
You know what? I think that guy's gonna be a bust anyway. So who gives a shit?
A lot of people are when they say this though. He's getting hyped up by his dad and having like expensive ass shoes.
They're saying we're sitting close together.
So close.
So close together. We could actually scoot maybe this way. Here, let's do this, Chris.
What are we doing?
Oh,
See, you're making us all self-conscious. Thanks a lot.
I don't feel comfortable now. You know what? NBA ranked, none of that shit fucking matters, dude. These players should be like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I want to win a championship. I don't give a fuck what the media is saying. The media has gotten too involved, I mean, with sports and the personal aspect of it. You know, it's a report. Who gives a shit about ESPN's ranking? Produce on the court and prove it that way. Stop making a spectacle of yourself out in the fucking public with your Twitter accounts and all that bullshit.
Well, Melo's not getting traded around because he's doing a good job. You know what
he's
I mean?
getting traded because he fucking doesn't produce.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to be 65th, fucking produce like 45th at least. Jesus.
Yeah. I agree. He's better than Lonzo Ball. I'll give you that.
Well, he's proven that.
But should he be in the 60s?
No, he's proven that he's mediocre. Hey, stop breaking stuff back there. We have to make you go in the closet.
Sorry.
So you're okay with this? You're just
I'm fine with it. I don't give a shit. I don't think Melo's produced. I wouldn't even put him top 100 right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
You heard that, Melo?
You know what? You're worried about being 65th? Shut the fuck up unless you're in the top 10, okay?
I know. Does it really matter, like, if you're outside the top 25?
It doesn't fucking matter. Outside top 25, outside top 15, outside top 20. Who gives a shit after 25?
Yeah.
Oh, I should be 62nd, not 65th. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I don't think there's any teams that say, I'm proud to be ranked 65th.
That's you know why? Because he's from that generation that when they started giving out that fucking participation trophy shit. Step your fucking game up, Melo. Quit crying like a bitch. You're a grown man.
What commercial was that where they get participation trophies?
Oh, and the dad like crossed it out
and he put first place? No, because they actually won the championship, but they said like everybody got a trophy.
Everyone got the same trophy.
Yeah, everybody got the same trophy.
See,
I forgot what commercial that was, but
that's the problem with these fucking kids nowadays, man. It's the problem with these damn punks nowadays. They all think they're fucking special. You want to be special? You got to put the work in, and you got to earn the trophy.
Do worse, prove people wrong. Use it as a fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Use it as fire.
It's called motivation. Suck it up. Tough love. Melo, I expect to see some triple doubles out of you this season. If not, I don't want to hear your fucking lips moving. Okay?
I'm rooting for Melo. I hope he does well.
I like Melo, but you know what? He hasn't. He's soft, bro. He's soft.
He's falling off, dude.
At least I know I hate LeBron, but at least he fucking tries. You know, he fights.
LeBron's a beast, dude.
Yeah, he's a bitch. He's a bitch.
I don't know about that one.
I'd take Kobe over LeBron any day.
Maybe Kobe in his prime.
Yeah, I'm talking in the primes.
Because,
but LeBron in his prime is a more physical person, more physical athlete. But I'd still take Kobe over LeBron.
LeBron's good. We need Phil here. Where's Phil at when you need him?
Phil had to do homework. What fuck? First of all, you're 32, 33 years old. Why the fuck you still doing homework? This is bullshit. Get your shit together, Phil.
He's in college, man.
Hey,
come on.
I know.
Hate on people going back for their education.
Hey, I'm all for it, but get your homework done. You're like a fucking irresponsible teenager. I can't go out to play. My homework's not done. My mom won't let me out. Get your shit done.
All right, what topics did you have today?
Well, I'd like to. I know we've talked about this guy before, but I swear to God, this guy is probably the dumbest human being I've ever heard of. I can't even. I hate to even look up his name. What's his name again? You just had him pulled up. But the guy that was the pharmaceutical.
Phramabro.
Yeah, Phramabro. I fucking hate this guy.
Martin Shkreli.
Yeah, this fucking dickhead. Of course, he's known for buying the company that produced, not buying it, but was running the company that produced the AIDS pill or HIV pill, and raised it from like $7 to like $500 or some shit like that per pill. So there was that thing he did, and then he just got busted for 2 counts of fraud and some other investment, crimes. So he was.
I hate looking at this guy's face.
Yeah,
I just want to put that out there.
He's got one of those faces you just want to fucking punch.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I'd love
I
to
don't
smash
feel
that
that.
guy's
I don't
fucking
feel that
teeth
with
in.
a lot of people, but this guy, like, if I straight up saw him, I
I've
would
met
just.
a couple people in my life that I don't know what it was. Just their face was just so punchable. It's like that part in Step Brothers.
It's if they got the personality go with it. If you're like a dick and like a
Well,
smart
he's
ass
definitely
and
a dick.
You got that look on your face. You're almost
So,
like, ah.
so he's been known
Anyway.
to be on his live stream.
This guy deserves
talking.
it, though, for
you know,
sure.
he's on house arrest now. He got off on house arrest, but he's on his live stream bragging about how, oh, I didn't get in trouble. I did all this shit. Blah blah blah. But now he just got in trouble and he's on probation for on his live stream telling his viewers he will pay people $5,000 to $10,000 if they can get him a lock of Hillary Clinton's hair. Okay.
She's on a book tour right now, and
Yeah.
she said,
And he
said anybody who gets a lock of her hair, I'll give him $5,000.
Right. So the judge reviews his probation or his whatever probation parole and said, you know what, you just proven that you're not safe to be in society. You're gonna serve your term in jail now. So he just fucking screwed himself by saying some dumb shit on the internet. Now his ass is gonna. He's supposed to
I
be
feel
serving
like the judge. I'm sorry, the judge was like
just
the
waiting.
judge.
He was just waiting.
He was just like, if there's one fucking thing that this guy does that I can put him in jail for,
I'm fucking throwing him.
I'm gonna do it.
So they revoked his bail and
Solicitation of assault.
basically, yeah. And dude, I love it. He's gonna go to jail, and he's supposed to be serving 20 years for all his fraud and bullshit crimes that he had. So I think he does. You know how I was talking about? I want to do a segment, dumb fuck of the week. I mean, this guy's already been dumb fuck of the week like 3 or 4 weeks already
Yeah.
on our show. So I think he wins the fucking award for the year, dude, guaranteed. Him and the McFarlane guy for the Fire Festival. They're gonna be hanging out. Hope they'll probably be cellmates, dude.
That's what he gets for fucking with WuTang, dude.
Dude,
You don't fuck
WuTang
with
Clan ain't
Wu-Tang.
nothing to fuck with.
You don't fuck with WuTang.
Everybody
That's
knows
what
that.
happens. That's what happens.
Cash rules everything around me.
Cream get the money.
Dollar bill.
Solicitation of assault. Okay. So
The guy's a fucking idiot. Let's not give him any more fucking.
revoke the $5 million bail.
Going to prison, you dumb fuck. Good for you. You deserve it. I hope you stretch your butthole out because someone's gonna do it for you.
For $5,000, someone would try to steal a lock of hair, though. I'm not gonna lie. Someone would try to fucking
Dude,
do it.
for $5,000, I mean,
You
I'm
don't-
not gonna fuck that, dude. Hillary Clinton's got Secret Service and shit. That's not worth going to fucking deal with all that. $5,000, that ain't fucking shit in court fees. What you're gonna be dealing with.
Being inappropriate does not make you. This is what his lawyer said.
Being
He did-
stupid, yeah.
He did not intend. He did not intended to cause harm. Being inappropriate does not make you a danger to the community. We should know that because our show's called
Hey,
Inappropriate Bar Talk.
You know what? We're inappropriate, but we're not asking people to go beat people and take their hair for money.
He says things that are stupid. I don't think that stupid makes you violent. Actually, it does.
Yeah, stupid people are usually the violent people.
I think it
Intelligent
really
people
does.
talk
Have you
out-
met a drunk person in the street that just wants to fight you? That's being stupid. Actually, it does make you violent sometimes.
Well, drunk usually helps.
Yeah, well, being drunk, but making a stupid decision is usually what leads up to that, right?
Anyway,
So,
this guy's a fucking idiot. He's an asshole. He's a piece of shit. He deserves to be fucking taken off the streets. He was bragging about he can break the law and get away with it because he's rich. So suck a dick in jail and enjoy it because that's where you're going to be for the next 20 fucking years,
Yeah.
dumbass. So, hey, if anyone can give me a lock of his hair, I'll tell you you're stupid for listening. Anyway. Oh, did you guys... I don't know if you guys go to the beach much, viewers out there, but if you're in Hawaii, stay away from Waimea Bay. Apparently, the last 4 days, there have been sightings of, like, sharks all over the bay, so watch your toes out there.
4
kids.
shark sites. Nicole knows all about sharks. Nicole went swimming with sharks a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah?
That means I know all about them?
Well,
Well, now you're one
all
of
about
them.
being in the water with one.
Yeah, you just keep your eyes on them.
Don't take your eyes off the
Don't
shark.
take your eyes off the shark.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
Oh, what
don't
was
splash
that?
around
Did
like
you
an
just
idiot.
find John's, like, pornos? We found John's black girl pornos. Afro Queens 17? Wow, John. Coming Road. It's a tale of a girl going cross country hitchhiking. It's a coming of age tale.
I wonder if there's a little
It's
back
a
message. to
coming of age tale.
that.
Get
It's
it?
a coming of age tale.
Anyway, what do you got for us this week, Chris?
Let's see. Seth Rogen got his name dropped in a Nicki Minaj song.
Oh, nice. Was he stoked
pretty
about
psyched
it?
about it, yeah.
What like a new song she released?
Yeah. In her part on Fergie's new song, You Already Know.
Oh, okay.
The line is, I got these hoes scared to pass. I got to intercept flow. I made a movie like Seth Rogen. And since I came to the game, they careers on death row.
It's not that.
Like
it's not that
garbage
tight.
lyrics.
Music sucks nowadays, dude. I'm sorry, but the fucking music coming out.
Someone said she probably
garbage.
just couldn't think of anything that rhymes with Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, what you smoking?
Seth Rogen.
See, it's easy. Hulk Hogan smoking Seth Rogen. What'd you say? Both in the back
Hulk
room,
Hogan's
holding
like-
it in, choking. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I'll just drop freestyles on the show tonight. This beer's going down good tonight. I don't know why. Do we have any more? Are we like out of beer or something? Was that the problem? Oh, okay. Oh. No. I was wondering if what is that? Is that what we're tasting tonight?
I mean, it can be if you want to add it to the tasting.
Oh, the hop. Yeah, we did that as a tasting a couple
We
weeks
did?
ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it looked familiar.
That was like the week before you guys came on.
Okay.
I thought it looked familiar.
But I'm down to drink it if you want to pop it open.
Pop,
here in a minute.
pop, 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 pop. Let's see. Oh,
What else? You guys have any interesting topics this week? Anything strike you?
hey man, how come this thing's not working?
What is that? The chat?
Yeah,
Chat's being a little bitch.
it is being a bitch. You fucking bitch ass whore. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, forgive me.
Goodfellas, Casinos, and Sopranos actor Frank Vincent has died
Why?
at the age of 78.
Old people die.
So
I
if you're
guess.
into the mafia movies, he was a big figure in pretty much all of them.
Which one? Let me see.
This guy right here.
Oh no shit! That
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, I know who that is. What was his name?
Frank Vincent.
Yeah, he was in. Dude,
was
he was
in
in like every
Sopranos.
fucking mob movie, man.
He was in Raging Bull. He was in Goodfellas. He was in Casino. So yeah, he definitely knew how to play the part for sure.
You know, sometimes these fucking shits. These fucking things sometimes, bro. They don't work so good.
Sometimes. A lot of soccer news going on right now. Lexi Lawless just like totally trashed the USA team the other day. He had this like savage video or this savage commentary. He was just like basically like, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. USA needs to do better. And then his final line was, by the way, get off my lawn.
Wait, who said what?
Lexi Lawless. You know the really white dude who does commentating for U.S. soccer games, and he speaks his mind a lot. He
No.
just says what's kind of off the cut.
But we did miss a lot of stuff
What do you mean?
here with Lanny and Draft. They were going off talking about
They're talking about
fantasy.
fantasy
Yeah.
football. Oh, what is it? Oh, the Equifax hack. Have you heard about this?
No, I did not.
So Equifax got hacked this week.
Who is this? Who is this now?
Equifax, you know they do credit reports. They're basically a credit reporting agency.
Oh, okay.
So they're like TransUnion and those companies. And they had a big hack and security leak this week where, let's see. Cybersecurity experts believe the breach is one of the largest data
Thanks, Nicole.
hacks ever disclosed. On Wall Street on Tuesday, Equifax closed 2.5% higher, blah, blah, blah. He said more than 15 million people have visited the firm's support website, and 11.5 million are enrolling in credit monitoring and identity theft protection.
Well, bottom line is that's part of our society now. There's going to be hacks. Your identity is going to get stolen. Everybody's got to just get used to that. That's just the way it's going to fucking be. I mean,
it's
if you sign up for anything online, you buy anything online, unless you live like a You're on what?
That's how I know about it because I'm on it.
Oh, you
I got a notification.
okay.
go on the mic.
Yeah. Come on now. This is not your first rodeo, girl.
I signed up for Equifax like a year ago just to keep up with my credit. And yeah, so I got a notification on my email.
I have a question. Why did you choose this specific service?
I don't know.
How did you come across it? Like,
Well, it's something like back in the day when I used to like actually be a creditor. Like
okay.
that was something that was one of the bigger credit.
Okay, so you've heard of them before through
yeah,
like
yeah,
jobs
yeah.
you've done. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
I was just wondering
Yeah.
what made you choose this because I mean, to be honest, I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
So I was just curious, why would you use them over something like, what's mycreditscore.com or
Experian,
No,
Experian?
this is the thing. Is Equifax. Equifax is a credit reporting agency. So whenever you go to Credit Karma or freecredit.com, what they're doing is they're getting that information from those companies like Equifax on your credit report.
Okay.
So Equifax is the one that creates your credit report.
Oh, I thought that was like, so they're part of like that whole FICO score, like your FICO score and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's usually a combination of like
Oh,
three
so they're like
different-
an entity. They're like a kind of like an entity versus like a company.
Basically, if you've had to have credit on anything in your entire life, you go through one of these major
Right.
three
There's
major
like
companies.
three major companies.
Yeah, and they're one of them.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know that. I've
Yeah.
never heard of them before.
So it's not just being on the internet. If you went and bought a car on credit, or you have a mortgage, or you
Right,
you know, it could affect anybody.
They're a major credit entity.
Yeah.
Or foundation or not. What's the word I'm looking for? They're not a company. They're they're institution. They're a credit institution.
yeah, they're like a credit rating institution.
Yeah. Okay.
So what these card companies do
so
is they
who hacked
give
them then isn't some fucking chump ass dude hacking a company. Someone got in and hacked like almost a government level.
it's major. It's
Yeah,
federal.
it's a federal-
definitely-
it's like a f-
it's
yeah.
beyond federal offense right
yeah.
now.
Okay. So that's major. We're
Yeah.
all fucked.
So this could affect like everybody, even if you're not buying stuff online. And
Now,
and
I just
doing
want
that
to
kind of thing.
reiterate here. I don't know if you guys seen the movie Fight Club,
Sure.
but you wipe the debt clean, everyone starts back at zero. That people could be trying to do that shit nowadays. That's a real that's a real thing. You know what I mean?
Well, somebody's got responsibilities for this. Now, if you have a breach, identity thing breach over this, like how should the person who got their identity stolen have to deal with the consequences?
Basically, we're all on our own. Is what they're gonna tell you. They're gonna say, "Well, whatever you can do, do it."
Well, then somebody better be going to jail.
Because, well, how are they gonna go to jail unless they catch the person that did it?
No, I'm saying whoever let this happen too should probably be going to jail.
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone let this happen. It's not like some security guard fell asleep on his watch and someone snuck in the back door.
You don't watch enough NCIS apparently.
NCIS? I don't watch any NCIS.
Monica's all about NCIS.
I watch YouTube.
24/7.
I mean, but you give these companies this information, they have a responsibility to keep it safe. So the company has to take liability
What's
in
up to
some
put
way,
up?
shape, or form.
Someone said, any more there?
Any more there? What?
Any more what? Beer? Here, have some.
There's plenty more there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, this person says, "Do not talk to me." Don't talk to me then, motherfucker.
If you're on our show,
You fucking talking to me, I'm gonna talk to you. Put up with it. Get it? So I don't know, man. This just makes me think of the whole Fight Club ending.
Is it? You know what?
Bring them down.
Hurricanes, fires, earthquakes, and credit card companies going up in smoke. It's the end of the world as we know it.
I feel fine.
I feel fine.
This guy said only gays vape. Fuck you. That is why I vape. I don't know who this is, but this guy's funny.
South Park had an episode recently where they set off a bunch of...
They start today.
Yeah, there was the season premiere.
I didn't see it. Don't tell me.
Okay, well, I'm just going to
Oh,
tell
you already
this.
told me about it.
Well, they're setting off everybody's Alexas
That's
and
funny.
Google Home devices because I guess they set a bunch of commands.
That's great.
And basically it's repeating things like, kiss my hairy butthole.
I love South Park, man. They're fucking geniuses. Seriously.
This South Park episode has set my Amazon Alexa off about 15 times so far. I've
I
had
don't-
to unplug it.
I don't have Alexa. I don't have one. I have to get one just to watch this episode. That's fucking awesome. Matt Parker and Trey Stone, you guys are geniuses.
And a set of hairy balls on my shopping list.
What did it say? Set an alarm for 7 a.m.?
Yeah, it set an alarm for 7 a.m. and set a set of hairy balls on my shopping list.
That's great. That's fucking great. I gotta watch that shit tonight when I get home.
That's funny, dude.
Alexa's pretty cool though. My mom has one, and my uncle has one, and we
have the dot.
I was fucking it. Not fucking around with. I was fucking with it.
Did you take
Alexa
it in the room and have
Alexa
some
does
private
some
time
pretty
with
good
it?
shit. I found some secret commands. No, I was fucking with it. I was fucking with it, and you can say some fucked up shit to it, and it responds like pretty funny.
Oh, what was a weird command you could give it, Mo? Wasn't it like the Watchers? Like you say, like the Watchers are.
It's funny.
You say something like, "I am the Alexa, I am the Watchers," and then it like sets off some weird fucking tangent of shit.
No, it says Alexa. You say Alexa, are the Watchers watching? And then it just starts chanting these weird things. And
What?
It's really freaking
Well, if you
weird.
ask,
It'll be like, I am the light, and the light is me. I am, and you're just
What?
like, what? And it gets really freaky.
That's creepy.
It's really.
We were asking it like, hey, can the FBI? Are you sending what we say to the FBI? And it like starts repeating its privacy policy, like parts of section. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Ours
and then it just
never
shuts
did.
off.
Yeah.
Like it won't do anything.
Ours doesn't say anything. Ours literally will just do like this weird little ring of colors and then just shuts down.
It knows we know.
It's pretty.
That's why I fucked it.
It's trippy.
It's spying on me.
Oh, if you gotta know, do Alexa turn down for what? Do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Then it
And it
says,
does the. Does it do the fucking?
No, she just speaks it.
Oh.
She's like, da da da. Turn down for what? Shots. It's pretty great.
What else you got for it? What time is it already? We're going on 9:20.
it was pretty funny because I just said it one day. I think we were getting ready to go out somewhere, and I'm like, Alexa, turn down for what? And it said, get another round, everybody shots. And I was like, that's
Alexa's
fucking
smart,
awesome.
man.
That's funny.
It's that AI shit, dude. You got to watch those fuckers. They're gonna take over the world.
Have you guys heard of the new Apple iPhone? That's
Yeah. Oh
coming
yeah.
out?
iPhone
Apple
X.
X.
Apple X.
What is it? Is it new?
So yeah, what it's Apple's response to I believe the Note. I forget how big the.
What's special about it? What's new? Tell me. Get on the mic and tell me.
So it has a bigger screen and it actually unlocks by looking at your face.
Dude, this fucking
Oh,
does
man.
that already.
I can't
don't
even-
know what
I
you're
can't
saying.
Looking at
even
your face?
Google, you're behind the game. Yes, it's facial recognition. I
Apple.
literally unlock my phone by using my face. Watch this shit.
Isn't that a little creepy to you?
It just says ew.
Use facial recognition. Boom. I don't even have a pin on my phone. I use facial recognition.
So
And
you
I
know
have
what that means,
fingerprint.
though. So your facial recognition's now you have a facial print in the database that was sent to the FBI.
The only people surprised by this are people who don't have Android phones.
No, but
okay?
it's
I'm
the
just
same.
telling you right
It's
now.
the same technology.
I have an Android, and
So
I,
you guys heard about the whole Snapchat filter thing? They were sending all your facial recognition data to the FBI.
No, really?
Yeah, by using your filters.
Whatever. I
on
don't have
Snapchat.
any warrants.
No, I'm
They're
just
gonna
saying
use my
though.
face.
Let's say you kill somebody and you flee,
Then
and you're in Czechoslovakia and you walk across a camera. They're gonna be like, "Oh, there he is."
they use
They
that
why are
got
you
shit
you.
killing
already.
somebody?
Dude, times are getting crazy.
And also, if you're going to Czechoslovakia, you're going back in time.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go a little primitive. Sometimes you kill somebody, you got to rewind a little bit. Okay.
And they got rid of the bottom
Button.
bezel thing. So they're just like the Samsungs now, where they don't have they're full screen like this.
Oh,
So they're the
who
same.
cares?
They stole everything from Samsung's gonna.
I don't
sue
even
their
want a
ass.
phone anymore.
You
Just
watch Samsung's.
just
gonna
make
sue
me
their
a pair
ass.
of glasses I can wear
You're behind the game.
that just does everything.
Everybody who has an
Google
iPhone,
did
you're
that.
behind the game.
Yeah,
son.
but it sucked. So tell them fix it and make it work, and then I'll buy it. I'm sick of like carrying I don't want something in my pocket anymore.
I like Apple computers, but
My
man,
pocket space is valuable.
Samsung's on the shit, dude. I got it. And the Note 8 just came out, so facial recognition. Oh wow.
I like Apple, so shut up, put up.
Samsung came out with that a year ago.
Yeah, no. So the guy over here on watching us on Twitch or girl said he didn't hear about the Snapchat thing, but yeah. So apparently Snapchat, when they came, all the filters they got that make your face all different and shit, it's facial recognition software, right?
Yeah.
So they're taking all that data and they were selling it or giving it to the FBI and CIA and shit. And this came out like a couple months back, actually. I really hate Snapchat because I bought stock in them, and I'm just waiting for it to like go back to what I bought it as, so I can sell it.
I told you not to do it, dude.
Yeah. It sucks, dude. Stocks. So finally, GoPro's starting to go up again. I'm just see how far it's gonna go up, and I'm out of there. I'm out of there. GoPro, I'm out.
That's
You hear
'cause-
me?
Yeah.
That's because GoPros cost way too much for not exactly the best thing that you can get.
That's true.
You can get a cheaper one.
Well, so I'm kind of in a dilemma right now where I bought this drone by this company called 3DR, the solo drone, and the company basically changed its whole model, and they don't do consumer style drone anymore. So if I need parts for my drone, I'm fucked. And my GoPro you use your GoPro for this drone, but now the drones that come out, the cameras on it are so much better than the GoPro camera. So GoPro, yeah, they definitely need to step their game up and set themselves back at the industry leader, so I can sell that fucking stock. But yeah,
That sucks, dude. Yeah, when I heard
does.
about that all your support pretty much went out the window once they did
yeah.
that.
So you definitely went the better route with the DJI.
DJ is a good company, man. They're coming out with new shit like every year, so
Yeah, that's what you got to do in that market. You can't,
yeah.
you can't. First of all, GoPro's fucking drone flopped, so you pretty much
Literally,
screwed yourself. Like flopped right out of the air.
into water and
Dude, so a couple times I was flying my drone, so I don't know. I think my batteries are going bad already because like it would go from like 70% to like 40%.
oh shit.
And like I was flying it over Seattle, like over the buildings and shit, and it just like cut out. And I was like, I don't know where it is. And it came back. But then when it came back on the screen, it was like 5% battery, and it was like 350 feet up. So it was like slowly coming down. I was just like, and I was in a parking lot of like this cafe, like the small parking lot that I took off from. So if it fell, like someone's cars were getting fucked up.
Oh,
so I was like, okay, if this falls, I gotta catch it. But luckily enough, I got it down in time.
Dude, there was that one time we flew it out at
Oh yeah, Tanless.
Tanless, and
Yeah, that shit almost
that
didn't come back.
sucker went way out there,
The
dude.
wind took that shit.
That
thing-
you got that back too.
That thing was far, dude. That thing was far. I couldn't even see it. But that drone, so far so good.
Yeah, I'll sell you my drone.
Nah, if I buy anything, I'm gonna get top. Not old shit.
Mavic.
I don't like the Mavic. I heard it's really good, but I just don't like. I don't like it for some reason.
Yeah, they have the Spark too, which is like the mini version.
I want something with what I find in my footage a lot is like a lot of stutter. Like you can see like the stutter on the side of
the Jello, like the Jello effect, or
I use like the density filters and stuff, but
you got to use lenses too.
No, I use the density lens filters and stuff like that, but neutral density filters, but it doesn't work as good. I don't know.
Yeah.
First of all, it makes the footage a lot darker.
Yeah.
That's why it takes away that stutter, but at the same time,
you gotta like slow down your frame rate and stuff like that too sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
shooting at 60 FPS or 30?
60, bro. Always.
That's probably why you probably gotta lower your
60 frames a second. You get more frames per second, which means it should be a smoother shot.
You get more jitter though when that happens. Sometimes the Jello stuff. If you slow down your frame rate, it's taking less pictures, so you get less of that.
You know? Less shake. I get you. Interesting.
I
think we're gonna finish these beers and let's get into our beer tasting part. What do you think?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, you're just looking at fucking memes of people eating cake over here.
It's Chocolate Day. It's International Chocolate Day.
Hey, bro, have you been watching BattleBots?
No,
dude. Me and Nate are into
What channel
BattleBots.
is that?
It's on Sci-Fi.
Sci-Fi.
Yeah. Science Channel or Sci-Fi, something like that. Dude, the BattleBots has evolved, man. They got some fucking killer robots on this shit. I saw one today where it grabbed one. One robot grabbed the other, lifted it up, and just blowtorched it till it just started to like fucking shoot things out and shit. It was fucking badass. They have these other ones where they just fucking launch the fucking other robots. Like launch them. Like I've seen the ones before that flip other robots over, but this one, like the Bronco, that thing just like just fucking like 4 or 5 flips, the other robot lands and just destroyed.
He needs a cig. He can't smoke in his apartment. Yes, that is the
Dude,
case.
this is America, bro. That's your apartment. Smoke in that bitch. Don't be a puss. Tell your landlord I pay my goddamn rent. I'll smoke in here if I want to. What are you moaning down on the ground for right now? What are you doing down there?
Laying down because it's comfortable. They don't give us bartenders actual seats.
There's
one right there. All you gotta do is move a bag. Jeez.
Hold on a minute.
See, they want women's
We're
equality.
little peons over
we
here.
want women's equality, but I gotta like literally build them a chair to sit down on. They can't move a bag off an open chair.
Exactly.
That's not equality.
So the whole reason that you can't smoke inside of an apartment is smoke, like the smell stays.
I get that.
So just because you're paying rent doesn't mean jack squat when you don't own it.
I know that. I'm just being a dick.
I know, which is why I'm going,
But you know what? His landlord's not there. So if he wants to smoke a fucking cigarette, this guy should be able to smoke a fucking cigarette.
Or you should just vape.
Or vape.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Easy solution.
Or just smoke weed, bro. Because the smell doesn't stick. That was your argument. The smell sticks.
Some of weed does stick. Like
Only the good weed. It's sticky icky. But no, it actually doesn't. If you let it air out, it's gone. It doesn't smell. It doesn't have that tobacco stick. Like it won't stick to the smell.
Cigarettes will they're gross anyway. Like I get that maybe you like cigarettes better than vaping. I'm not hating on you. Go do whatever you want to fucking do.
I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes.
But they do stink a lot more.
And smell like fucking dicks.
I know. I felt
dirty dicks.
I don't.
Lanny said, "Yo, Tony, don't get the iPhone 8. You might not be able to unlock it. If your face might get fatter and it wouldn't identify your face." Oh, thanks, Lanny.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
What a dick.
This motherfucker's talking shit. This guy's got fatter than he's probably gained more weight in the last year than I have. All he does is sit at home and get fed by Grace and drink beer. So
shotguns.
Why don't you shut your chubby little goofy-eared fucking face up before I have to come down to your apartment and slap the freckles off you, okay? I love you, though.
We should have a live boxing match between you and Lanny online.
That's like
If Tyson fought an infant.
no. Well, yeah, but I was gonna say if the mountain fought an infant, but yeah, same shit.
I rewatched the mountain episode the other day. By the
Oh,
way.
so
couldn't help
I got my
myself.
mom. Well, actually, I got to give my auntie. Apparently, was really excited about me having a show. So she might be tuning in or watch this later. So hi, Aunt Roxanne, how you doing? But she got my mom into Game of Thrones. So when I got there, my mom was already on like end of season 3.
Yeah.
So me and her got up to like end of season 5, and she just texted me today. She's like. Or she texted me the other day, Jon Snow died. And then, like, literally, right when I got here, Jon Snow's alive! I got the Jon Snow's alive text. And I was like, yeah, I just texted her, ha, ha, ha.
I think a lot of people knew that when that happened anyway, that he was going to come back. Everybody was just like,
I mean, I assumed he has to. You know what I mean? He's part of the main. But they've killed off so many main characters. You know what I mean? Like, they could have easily just been like, oh, no, he's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but not. Well, I guess so. Recently, they haven't been as much. I mean, Littlefinger. Spoiler alert.
Peace out, bitch.
And then
I love that, dude. I didn't see that coming.
dude, that was awesome.
I didn't see it
I
coming.
didn't see it coming right at first either. I was like, what the fuck, man? This guy's gonna do this shit again? And then it was just like, we got you, bitch. You're done.
Yeah, I love how they set him up too, because he was sitting there thinking like, "Oh yes, I got them divided," and then they just did the like, Lord Baelish. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, whoa, what, what, whoa,
Hold on,
what? Me?
What?
Excuse me?" Anyway, Littlefinger, you little dirty fuck. He's a little fucker, that guy.
He was,
I'm
he
gonna
was
kind of
enough.
miss him.
You know, he played the game well, but not well
Exactly.
enough.
Like-
See, the problem was his downfall. He liked that young pussy. He let Sansa in. He let Sansa know too much. He could have played him, but he taught Sansa too much.
Yeah, the only reason she was able to do it was because
You know,
he taught her,
without Lord Baelish, she would have been fucked. So, and he did put her in some shitty situations, but she got herself out of it, and it made her stronger in the long run. But dude, he taught her too much and fucked himself on that one.
Part of me thinks
Yep.
he actually loved Sansa.
No, get the fuck out of
No,
here.
part of me
dude.
thinks
he was
he
a
does,
creep.
but-
Sansa's 14 years old.
Yeah, but he was in love with her mother, so naturally he's like, I'm gonna be
okay,
in love with the daughter.
I'm in love with your mother, so I'm gonna fuck your daughter.
I'm not saying it's right. Okay,
Bro.
this is Game of Thrones. We're
I mean,
talking
this
about
is
here. There's
medieval.
No, yeah,
by
there's
the
no
way,
holds
by the way,
barred
by
in
the
this
way,
show.
I just want to point out, it's very, very odd watching incest scenes with your mother. So I'm watching Game of Thrones and like the incest scenes come on, and I'm just like,
yeah.
this is an uncomfortable situation here. This is very weird. But yeah, my mom's really into it, and like, so you know how I kind of, it's funny because I knew how she felt when she said this. She's like, she was watching, the end of season, mid season 5, and when I left, and I was like, so what do you think of the show? She's like, I fucking hate it right now. She's like, everybody I like's dead, and you know how that part goes.
Oh yeah, the Starks get the shaft. Like,
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much
I watched the
every
Red
time.
Wedding with her, and I watched the Purple Wedding with her. And the Purple Wedding, she was like fist pumping. She was like, "Yeah, die, Joffrey." But yeah, that was pretty good.
Everybody was happy when he got killed off.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah.
what do we got to taste tonight, bro?
So we got a beer from Sierra Nevada.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Eh,
No, we like to keep you on your toes, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole.
They're on that top shelf.
If you tippy toe,
So yeah, we got a Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest 2017. So
a what? A garlic knot? Oh, I'll eat after.
yeah. And then
But thank you.
so they do a beer with a new brewery every year, a new German brewery every year when they do their Oktoberfest. So we got that coming up, and then we also have another beer. I just got it in today. I think it's coming new to the islands.
So my favorite beer I drank while I was on my trip was called the Old Seattle Lager, and it's by Maritime Pacific Brewery.
Okay. I If I saw their
There's
logo. But anyway.
You know, dude, you would be really stoked up in Seattle. I was literally driving through neighborhoods and people had signs up, microbrew for sale. Like people were selling their
equipment and stuff?
No, they're microbrew. Like they're selling their beers out of their house.
Can you do that?
I guess, dude. People were.
Props to them. I mean, I know there's a lot of home brewers up there. I know Washington's a big microbrewery
huge.
state, and they're a big
huge.
beer.
So I went to a
state.
lot of bars that had like small stuff I've never heard of, and I wanted to try it all, but I was driving most of the time, so I couldn't get too fucked up. But
Yeah.
it was good, dude. I love Seattle's got a good brew culture.
Yeah.
They got a good beer culture. And dude, my brother came across my brother's into these cold brew beers, okay? And he came across a nitro brew coffee, cold brew coffee.
Okay, I wasn't okay.
Yeah, sorry, not beer. Cold brew coffee? Yeah. My brother's like really into it. He knows how to make his own. Like I'm not a big coffee guy. But he came across a cold brew coffee nitro beer. That it's like half coffee, half beer that they sell at like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And he loved it. I forget the name of the place, but if Danny, if you're watching, let us know what it was. But yeah, he went there a couple times and got it. And this was like early in the morning. He was just chugging these things.
I want to say there was like Maui just came out with one, or somebody just came out with one. They had it, but the cold brew coffee is definitely picking up. That's like the popular thing to get right now. It's not as bitter as brewed coffee.
Now it's not iced coffee.
No.
It's cold brewed coffee.
No, it's cold brewed coffee, and it brews for about 12 hours.
Yeah, my brother said he does it overnight. Like
he does
you
it
just
for the
steep
full,
it. It's like steeping a tea. So
Yeah,
basically, you
basically.
just steep it in a bag.
But I guess
and then you
like you said, from not heating it, it takes away that bitterness.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's really nice. Starbucks does a really nice one.
What are you eating, Nicole?
So.
Those are the garlic nuts.
Oh, those are the garlic
The
nuts.
garlic nuts, yes.
I found bread with cheese and garlic.
I can't go wrong with that. I've been trying to eat like more salads lately. Well, not lately. Today, I started today.
Well, if you want that facial recognition to work, you got to stick with it.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
can't. If I can't get fat and let my phone not recognize me, fuck you, Lanny, little bitch.
Okay. What do
Okay,
we got
what are we
going today,
tasting?
Tony? You can. Why don't you grab the mic? there and
Surprise
let
us
know what we
and
got
read it.
going
You
on.
have to read it. Like, can you do an English accent, like a hello Pip, like that?
Hello.
Hello everyone. Come on, Nicole. You're supposed to be like the actress. Yeah, you're supposed to be like the character person. See, exactly. Cosplay an English sailor or something.
I don't really. I apparently only do Russian accents. I don't
Okay,
know.
do a Russian
okay,
one.
I
Yeah.
don't know what the last one was.
Give
what?
me this beer.
This is supposed to be German, right?
Come on, get into character.
We partnered with Brauhaus Miltenberger, one of Germany's most highly regarded craft brewers, to create an authentic festival beer. Your Oktoberfest celebration right here at home. We're focusing on a depth of complex flavor in this amber lager. You see,
Keep going.
I just want to stop and say, get me to the chopper.
Get me to the chopper. It's not the Zuma.
It's a amber lager
Wow.
using traditional techniques to create layers of rich malt notes which remain light and crisp. From Chico. Chico, which is right outside of where my family lives.
Chico.
And Christopher and I actually visited this brewery.
We have been to Sierra Nevada.
Yes,
Yeah?
we have.
Dude, did
Great
you?
brewery.
This is their
Was it like the guided tour, or
Oktoberfest.
did you get like a special tour because you guys are beer people?
No, we had a guided tour that day, but it was pretty cool. The brewery's like very green, a lot of solar powered stuff. They
See?
reuse
That's what
their
it's about.
water. They create their own energy. They grow their own hops. They have their own farms.
Self-sustaining.
Yeah. So they use their
Thank you,
grains
Nicole.
for compost and things of that nature. So it's actually
Dude, this is a very like German flag
yeah.
label.
So they do this every year where they'll pair up with another German brewery every year, and they'll make a different beer for Oktoberfest. So it's different every single year.
Miltenberger.
And then
But Brewhaus Miltenberger,
Brewhaus
one of
Miltenberger.
Germany's most highly regarded craft breweries. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, yes, I like you.
It's a nice. I like it. It's a tasty.
Brewhaus Miltenberger.
Makes my pee-pee bounce.
One time only. So, getting in the vibe of Oktoberfest. Here we go.
Oh wait, is it? Oh, dude,
coming up.
Halloween's coming up.
It's coming up. Oktoberfest is always the
like
end of
couple weeks,
September. The last couple weeks before the end of September.
It smells like beer.
Contrary to the name, Oktoberfest is actually in September usually. Most in Germany it is.
I like this. It's probably one of my favorite beers I've ever had from Sierra Nevada. Besides,
Dude, get me a pretzel and some Wiener Schnitzel.
no, there was one beer I really liked from them.
Hot
And it
cheese
comes out
soup.
during the winter. It's like their winter. Oh, what the fuck is it?
Bigfoot?
No, it's not.
Christmas one.
It's a Christmas beer.
We had it on tap for a bit.
Oh, you're talking about winter
It's a winter beer.
Killer Weiss? No. No, that's
If you
summer.
say it, I'll remember it.
Bigfoot.
Talking about because it's got a lot of spice to it.
They have the Bigfoot barley wine, and then they have
not the Bigfoot. I can't think of the name, but if the Celebration.
celebration. Yeah.
I like that beer, but this one's really good too.
I believe that's like it might be a Doppelbock or something like that.
It's one of their more amber, not so. I feel like Sierra Nevada makes a lot of IPA. I'm not, you know me. I'm not an IPA fan, so when they differ from that, it's way better.
They're credited with like the original
It's the greatest beer in all the world.
in all the world.
Hey, Papa. Anyway,
Operation. What was it?
Wonderfuck. No, what? No, wait, that was Euro Trip.
Beer or I forget recipe steal or some shit.
And then
like
they
that.
changed the name like 5 times. Yeah, goat piss.
I like Brew Heist 2009.
Yeah.
Why does he
Hey,
always get the name?
420, guys.
Super Troopers.
Super fucking Troopers 2. I'm excited about that.
They had a little trailer out for it.
Farmer's number 1. I love that part.
Jim Gaffigan makes an appearance again where they like roll
Yeah,
up in the
yeah.
Canadian Mountie uniforms.
You mean
It's like-
Mountie?
You mean Mounties?
Jim Gaffigan. That guy creeps me out, dude.
He is. He's creepy.
He has a creepy vibe to him. Like, I feel like he would try to touch little children.
If I could picture a pedophile,
He is like, if I had to draw, no, seriously, if I had to draw a picture of a pedophile, it would either be Jim Gaffigan or Bill Clinton. I don't know. Between those two, I'd have to draw.
Whoa, back off,
That's
Bill
not a
Clinton. Okay,
I'm just saying, he's a horny freak. That's all I'm saying, guys.
all politicians are freaks.
We can all agree.
99.9% of politicians are political freaks.
Yeah.
Political freaks?
Are freaks.
I'm writing
Are-
this bill all nasty.
Sick. Trust me. I was a page for the House of Representatives when I was 16 years old, and I saw it all.
What was that one guy's name? Who
What
had
did you
that-
see? Tell us what you see.
Anthony
Saw.
Weiner.
Seen.
Anthony Weiner, right?
I mean, the guy's
Yeah.
name's Weiner.
Representative Finkelstein.
What did he do?
Finkelstein.
Can't say.
You can say.
No, seriously, dude. We are literally
We're live.
on the internet. I cannot say.
Representative Finkelstein
No.
was a
I'll tell you
diddler.
guys. I'll tell you guys.
He was a
after.
diddler, apparently.
I would-
Lee.
He would. Now, was this in Alaska?
Yes.
So he would take little kids into his igloo?
No. Not little kids. Not little kids.
Oh. Just like Eskimos.
Just-
Young women.
Well, I thought Eskimos share their wives anyway.
Oh, this shit's gonna get out,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
If
you-
Sarah Palin was
you should
listening right
probably
now,
not.
Wait, what? No, I'm dead serious. Isn't that? That's a real thing. If you visit an Eskimo village, they share their wives. I'm not saying they're attractive and you'd want to do it, but I'm saying they do. First of all, I'm not saying, first of all, you took that the wrong way. I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying.
Was there a right way to take that?
I'm not saying Eskimos aren't attractive. I'm just saying they live out in the wilderness. They might be a little rough around the edges. They're not exactly like done up.
They just don't shave their legs. That's the only
They're
thing.
hairy, is what I was saying.
FYI,
I'm talking about people that live in
my
igloos here.
family is Eskimo, and we're no.
No,
They're
you're
some
Italian.
Very attractive people.
Your last name is Graziano. You're Italian.
I apparently am not Italian, but no. But by marriage, my family, my friends are Eskimo, and that's not okay.
I'm just messing with you.
I
Don't get butthurt now. This is
know, but
inappropriate
they're
bar
not-
talk.
Now
We're
we got
gonna say
now we got
stuff.
the Eskimos.
I
We're gonna say stuff that's gonna ruffle some feathers. Okay? Don't take it
I know.
personal here, guys.
I know. It's just my friends and my family.
It's not cool, Tony.
I wasn't saying Eskimos aren't attractive people.
This is inappropriate.
If you go into any people that I'm talking about, people that live in the wilderness here, like out in the boonies, they're not going to have amenities that people that live in cities and towns. I'm not saying your relatives live out in an igloo in the middle of the winter, tundra. Do they? I met your family. They don't seem like they live out in an igloo somewhere.
Tony's inappropriate views are not the views of the show.
No, they are the views of this show. I'm just saying, does your family live in a house or do they live in an igloo in the middle of the woods?
Well, she has family that is
I don't think-
Eskimo, but she is. Are you Eskimo? You're Native American, but you're not Eskimo, right?
Correct.
I'm Native American as well, and I have Ancestry.com to prove that.
So do I.
So
Hey,
I'm not hating on my own peoples.
Okay.
We're all the same peoples here.
We are all the same peoples.
My people had teepees. Your people had igloos. It's an ice teepee. It's the same thing.
I think I'd be down to staying in.
But all I'm saying is, even in the regular Native Americans, you're not gonna want to go out to people that live in the woods and just start having sex because they might need a bath.
I lived in the woods. And my sister was conceived in the woods.
Wait, first of all, Lanny.
My sister
Lanny
was
has
conceived in the
Lanny had a
woods,
good point.
FYI.
Lanny just said he knew a guy named Eskimo that was a pedophile, and this is true.
Oh my God, I've heard this story.
This is true.
Yes. But
He tried to fuck a 7-year-old in a noodle shop.
in a noodle shop.
Maybe not 7, but I think like a 14-year-old in a noodle shop across the street from, guess where, guys? HPD headquarters. So he goes to meet this supposed 12-year-old or 14-year-old at this noodle shop, right? That he thought he was talking to online. But he wasn't talking to a 12-year-old. He was talking to the police department. So they just had to walk across the street to get their lunch to arrest this idiot. But, yeah, don't do that, guys.
If you do that,
You deserve
you
to
just
be
get
locked
arrested.
up.
Yes, please lock him up.
Lock-
Lock.
And he was a
people up.
creepy dude. He had like real creepy, sweaty hands. But yeah, drink Oktoberfest beer.
Yes.
Good call, Nicole. Keeping us on a straight and narrow path here. But this beer, I really like this beer. It's from Sierra Nevada. It's not so hoppy, where it like gives me heartburn. You know what I mean? It has more of a mellow profile.
Well, if you drink Oktoberfest, this is kind of like a lighter version of an Oktoberfest. It's still got a little complexity to it. It's not like straightforward German lager pilsner.
No, not at all.
It's very, it's good. It's balanced. It's nice.
It's a, what did you say, Nicole? It's an amber?
It's definitely, you want to have this in a big mug and just like chug the shit out of it while
Yeah, I
eating
could
food.
put some of this down.
Yeah.
It's a good drinking beer.
Good job this year, good job this year, Sierra Nevada. Thumbs up on this Oktoberfest.
I can't
like
see.
It a lot.
I mean, Oktoberfest is usually a what? What kind of beer?
It varies depending on the brewery,
Yeah.
but a lot of them tend to be similar to this, where they're amber.
Like an amber
Sort
ale
of.
kind of a deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is an amber lager, according to the back. But a lot of them have a lot of maltiness to it.
I like
Which
see.
is
I like
why
the
people
multi.
like
I like the multi
Oktoberfest.
beers versus the hoppy beers.
Yeah,
Doesn't give me as bad heartburn.
they're like lagers. They're not like American lagers where they're watered down shit. They have like a malt character to them, a nice body. You actually taste the beer, which is nice.
Because Germans don't water down things like Americans.
Yeah.
They don't use rice in their beer either. Which is
That's what I
fucking
was just
garbage.
gonna ask you, dude. Okay, so I've been noticing the new Bud Light commercials where they say they have
Rice.
4 ingredients in rice. They use rice.
Rice is not a normal beer ingredient. For those of you
I know that,
drinking
but
shit,
why are they using rice? Is it because it's a lighter grain,
the only time
so it
you
doesn't
should
give you
use
enough a lot of sugar, or what?
rice adds sugars. So basically, it
so
ups the alcohol without changing the flavor of the beer. So it makes it light. It makes it an easy drinking beer like water, and it's not adding too much flavor to turn people off. That's the whole point of rice.
We're gonna talk about this later.
It's
because
fucking
I got
garbage.
I understand that, but you got to remember where you live. Rice, you can play that to your advantage. You can maybe be able to do something with that.
Okay, the fact that they had to put rice on that advertisement just tells you you're fucking up. Like,
No, I understand, but you got to remember, you
It's
live in a
because
place where
rice
rice
is-
is a big deal.
it's a big part of their grain bill. The only time you should use any kind of rice related product is when you use rice hulls in beer. Rice hulls help.
What are rice holes?
Rice hulls are basically like the not the meat of the rice. It's like these
Not
it's
the
like
meat
the
of the
shells.
rice?
It's like the shells that the rice would come.
Oh, the casing,
yeah.
like the little shell casings.
So you use those to keep your beer from getting clogged.
Not holes. Hulls.
Hulls. Hulls.
Yeah, yeah. I got you.
And
But,
you use those to keep your mash from getting stuck. That is a normal thing to do.
So it's
in
like
beers.
fiber for your digestive tract of your system.
Yeah. Well, it's
It aerates your system
it keeps the malt
from
broken
getting,
up
from
so
not
it
getting
doesn't
like a mashed potato.
so it doesn't
yeah,
compact down
consistency.
and get stuck.
Okay.
So that's a common tactic used. But when you're using rice in your beer, you're not extracting any kind of flavors or anything. It's
Yeah, but
just,
you're like you said, you're upping the alcohol content
You're
without
gonna-
without changing the flavor profile.
you're making piss water with a higher alcohol content.
You know what? That's interesting though. I didn't realize that you could do that.
Yeah.
What? Because dude, you could do a plate lunch beer with rice, 2 scoops rice. Call it 2 scoops rice. Plate lunch beer. You can make like a high alcohol beer. It's easy to drink. Call it 2 scoops rice.
2 scoops rice.
Boom. Plate lunch beer, brah.
I just eat a plain lunch.
You guys heard it here. Patented. Tony. Trademarked. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, I like this beer. What's next on our beer list? Excuse me. What's our next beer? Not that we need it right away, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, I can't even remember what I brought.
So the next beer is Citrus Mistress.
I love mistresses.
And it's from Hop Valley Brewing Company, which is out of Eugene, Oregon.
Oh. Can you put that in front of the camera again? real
Oh,
quick?
so
My
I wanted to
Focus.
go down to Oregon while I was on my trip, but the whole fucking place was on fire. So, we talked about it briefly earlier, but the Gorge, which is one place I've always wanted to go visit. There's the Gorge in Oregon and the Narrows in Utah at Zion National Park. Those are 2 places I've always wanted to go. The Gorge fucking burned down because some dumbass threw a fucking smoke bomb in the woods.
Fireworks.
Full on, but one smoke bomb literally burnt down thousands upon thousands of square acres of forest.
How do they know this, though? How do they know?
So what happened was this lady saw this kid throw it and, yelled at the kid, but didn't end up running. She just ran back to the forest station and was like, hey, there's a fire starting. This kid threw a smoke bomb. She saw it, so she reported him. They caught the kid.
Okay.
The kid's fucked. I'm sorry. If that's my kid, kiss goodbye to all your spring break, winter break, summer break. Guess what you're doing? You're fucking planting trees, bitch. You're hiking your ass up there, and you're fucking planting trees. Every day, every weekend, you're going up there, and you're planting trees. For the rest of your life, dude. Because he literally burnt down thousands upon thousands of square acres burnt down because of this idiot. It went all the way up the Washington Mountain Range, and it was the ambers. When they're trying to put it out, the ambers, the ash, they go up in the air. It takes one little fucking ember to land on a patch of dry grass, and you got another forest fire.
It happens with cigarettes and shit all the time. So yeah, why wouldn't a firework be?
I actually feel bad for the kid because it's something I probably would have done.
Yeah.
As an idiot kid, I could see me in the group being the guy that did that. You know what I mean? Just trying to show off. Maybe he was trying to show off to a girl. I don't know. Terrible idea, kid. Sorry. You fucked yourself, but you need to make up for it. Be a man. Get your ass out there and plant some fucking trees. Every fucking day you got free, you better be out there doing something for nature because you fucked up a lot of it. Mm-hmm. While I was watching that, it made me remember something I saw not too long ago, and I can't remember if I was exactly right, but I saw this thing where they took old cluster bombs, old military cluster bombs, decommission them, take out the gunpowder, and what they did was in each bullet they drill out, and they literally put a tree clone in it, and they cluster bomb areas, and when the bomb opens up, it plants hundreds of trees. It just plants trees. And if I remember correctly, it was an 8th grader that came up with this whole idea. And I can't remember the whole details on it. I'll look them up later. But this kid, it was a 8th or 9th grader that came up with this whole method of doing it. They take old military cluster bombs, hollow out the bullets, and they put trees in it. And when they drop the bomb, they literally are planting hundreds of trees in like minutes.
That's cool.
So, leave it to the youth to figure out some smart shit to do with old military surplus.
Well, there's that kid who's like, I think he just turned 18, but he's like figuring out a way to clean up all the oceans. You know how there's that Pacific trash?
Yeah, the trash island.
Yeah, the trash island that floats around the Pacific. This year, he's actually implementing his system into real life. Like, so he's going out and he's putting these inflatable scoop up systems that he's going to be taking out there and scooping up all this trash out of the oceans. It's cool, man. Like it's childhood dreams that now with technology can almost become a reality sometimes. Some of these childhood imaginational things. And it's so cool to see.
This is what I was talking about. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up. Tree bombs. Okay. So old warplanes can actually drop and plant up to 900,000 trees a day.
Holy crap.
Check this out.
9,000?
900,000.
Holy shit.
See that?
That's cool.
So guys, I just looked up the article, and it says right here, with this technology, an old warplane can plant up to 900,000 trees in a day. And I'm trying to figure out.
Such a cool idea. I want to be a tree, I think, when I die.
Okay, so you really?
Yeah.
Because there's another thing I looked up. I saw online. It's a urn. It's a bio urn.
Yeah.
And they take your ashes, they cremate you, and they put you in an urn with a tree seed. They plant you in the ground, and you grow into a fucking tree.
I think it's cool.
Now, the thing about that is, I watched this thing. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
He talks about being cremated versus being buried in the ground, and he doesn't want to be cremated because of just based off of science. So, long story short, basically, when you're cremated, your energy is burned up, created into heat energy. It rises and it escapes out into outer space. So that's your body that you everything you accumulated, all the energy, everything that you've done in your life now just goes out to outer space. He wants to be buried into the ground because all that energy now that he accumulated is going to go back into the earth. Worms are going to grow into your body. Yeah, they're going to eat your organs, eat you up, but you're going to go back into the soil. You'll become a plant. You'll become, air, oxygen.
Basically, what happens with animals and everything else that dies in nature, right?
You stay. So energy isn't created or destroyed. It's everlasting. So your energy can escape into outer space, or you can keep it here for the earth to use again.
Yeah.
So I'd rather, like now the way you said it, it's interesting because I wonder how that would work if you're going to be cremated, but then still use your ashes to produce a tree.
I don't want to be cremated.
Well, you have to in order to become a tree.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, how else? What are you going to do? Shove a fucking tree seed up your ass and you're just going to grow it out your
Dude,
belly
just-
button?
I'm fucking dead. I don't care if you put the tree roots right in the middle of my fucking stomach when I'm gone, and just let that fucker sprout out of me.
You got to
I
remember,
really
they
don't
don't
give a shit
they
at that
don't
point.
they don't do that. Okay, that's not a
Oh, yeah.
normal burial.
Yeah, I guess not.
Just eat an apple before you die, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, eat a whole watermelon.
Well, however it works, however it's the most efficient, I'm down for that. I know some people. There was
well,
another.
what happened? Well, Chris thought he was gonna die, and he just shoved the avocado seed right up his ass, dude. I don't know.
I love me some avocados.
Hey, avocado tree would be a good one, man. You'd be like, you're eating Chris
It's
right
not
now.
It's not Haas avocados.
You're eating Chris.
It's not Haas avocados anymore. It's just ass.
You know that
avocados.
avocado? That was my late grandfather.
ass-
He's gone now,
assacado?
but you're eating his ass right
It's
now.
ass like you're eating his ass. You're eating my grandpa's ass right now. Nasty.
Oh Lord.
But I've seen other things too. Because I was actually I was going over a lot of this stuff with my mom because obviously we were putting my grandpa to rest and stuff. So I came across a lot of interesting things you can do with your remains once you die. You can get your ashes put into fireworks.
Whoa,
and just get shot up and
that's kind of cool too.
That's interesting.
I do like
that's the way to
fireworks.
party out. Go out with a bang, as they say. Another thing is, which I think is really cool.
What's up, John?
Something that I might want to do. Hey, what's up, John? J.O. for show.
And Shazao, I want to say what up. Hey, I like that.
Who's Shazao?
I don't know, but Good Mythical Morning. It's a great show. Thanks for the reference. I appreciate that. That's
What's
pretty
Good
awesome.
Mythical Morning? I don't.
These
know.
guys, they do really good shows. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Continue
Appreciate
with the
it.
story. Yeah, they do good stuff.
So what I find the coolest thing that I saw that you can do with your remains, my mom's all set on getting cremated, and I told her, do what you want. I don't want to get cremated. I want my energy to go back into the world.
Yeah.
But if you get cremated, they can actually take your ashes and turn it into a diamond.
Okay. Yeah.
So I told my mom, you know what? If you want to get cremated, I would like to take some of your ashes, maybe make it into a diamond, and then make a pendant. So I always have a little piece.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So she was like, okay, yeah, that's something cool. But then that way, you always have a little piece of your family member with you. I don't know if that's morbid or not, but I think that's kind of a cool idea because you're taking something
It's
that's
something you
that's
can
something
hand down
sad.
to your children and
That's
stuff
true,
like
yeah.
that too.
So
That's kinda cool.
and it's taking something that's like a sad memory, but you're making it something beautiful, like a piece of jewelry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my cousin has a necklace from her fiance and then earrings that she got made at the same time that she gave to her daughter. So
That was what.
it's my cousin, her fiance passed before.
And she got it made into diamonds. How much
Into
did it cost?
diamonds.
Because from what I saw, it looked pretty pricey.
It was pretty pricey, I think.
It's like $3
lot
grand
of
is like
the-
the base.
Yeah, they're not big diamonds by any means. They're pretty small ones.
Well, my question was, how much ash do they really need to make like a decent, like a normal sized diamond?
Yeah.
How much do they really need?
That I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
Because
But
you got to compress it. You're compressing the carbon.
Right.
yeah.
So like, do they need like the whole thing?
I would think they need all of it.
Because I would know
That
my
would
mom.
just-
My mom wants to be like put up with her parents in like the wall.
Yeah.
But I was like, if it takes only like a couple grams to make like a small tiny, I just want a little dime. I don't need like a
Yeah.
fucking,
I mean, don't quote me on that, but
I
think
don't
you-
need the Hope diamond made out of anybody. But
you might need the whole cremation.
I
to
looked
make
it up
something
though, and I
work.
couldn't find the quantity. So I went to the website and everything because I told my mom about it, and she's like, "That's actually a cool idea. I wonder how much they'd need." Because I told him, it'd be cool. Like, what if you took your mom's ashes and your dad's ashes, made a diamond out of each of them, made a pendant or earrings even that you always have your parents with you. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Yeah, I guess it also
cool
depends
idea.
on the situation. It's like, well, who gets the earrings? If you have like 5 kids in your family,
Well,
it's like,
that's
who
an-
gets
yeah,
the
of
earrings
course,
and
of
stuff like
course.
that. But it's a cool idea. I like the thought of it. I think it's pretty cool.
I know you like the fireworks one.
I do like the fireworks one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think I prefer
they
the
take
tree.
your ashes and they pack it into aerial fireworks, And you can have like an ultimate fireworks show, and that's you. You're the fireworks.
That's a cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's up there.
Obviously, you'd want to do it over like a body of water that you'd want to be around.
cares?
You know what I mean? You don't want to like shoot it over the city,
It's
and then
not like you're gonna.
everybody's just
remember
getting
being
like
in the
Chris
ocean.
raining on him.
Yeah.
He haunts the whole city now.
I mean, the traditional Hawaiian thing too is to drop the ashes in the ocean. I think a lot of people do that, or you know,
Save some of the bones for good luck charms. I showed my mom drunk history,
oh,
and we watched the Hawaii
the
one.
Hawaii one's
Yeah.
good.
You know, we're gonna save some of his bones because he was an okay guy.
Was the Captain Cook one, right?
Yeah. He had some stuff going on, you know.
It's funny because we went. Okay, so I have when we went to Alaska. When I went to Alaska for the first time with Monica, you know, it
that
was
me?
awesome. Anchorage is a beautiful town. It's a beautiful place. I had a great time. It was in the summer. These people are fantastic. They're amazing.
They're amazing.
Anyway,
I love them.
they had
I'm Alaskan.
I was kind of taken back because I
Thank
know
you.
I know the history of Hawaii.
Thanks,
and so
Nicole.
do
You're doing
you.
a great
We grew
job.
up here, and Captain Cook was kind of seen more as a villain, right? But I walk into basically like the center square of
Well, it's
Anchorage,
different. It's different.
and
He maybe
Captain
treated
Cook,
them better.
Yeah, and Captain Cook has a statue in the middle of this like square, and I'm looking
Captain
at
Hook?
it. I'm sorry, Captain Cook. Did I say Captain Hook?
No, I just wanted to fuck with you.
Captain Cook has this statue in the middle of this square. And I kind of looked at her and I'm like, what the fuck is
I'm
this?
pretty sure there's a statue here too of him.
And I'm not even Hawaiian per se, but I know the history that Captain Cook had with Hawaii.
Yeah.
So I roll up and I see the statue.
Yeah, he
and
wasn't
I'm
one
like,
good fuck of that guy.
I see the statue and I'm like, what is this?
Oh, you recognized him right off the bat?
I don't know.
That's Captain Cook.
Yeah, well, it said Captain
Yeah,
Cook.
right.
It had a plaque and everything like that with like ships. And he was standing there and I'm like, you realize like in Hawaii, if you ever put a statue up like that, like
No, dude.
what
I'm
would
pretty
happen?
sure they have the Cook estate, and I think there's some kind of shit for him.
I mean, he had
I
his,
could be way off, but
he had his place in no, that's a different Cook. That's Kooke.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Cooke.
I'm sorry, Cooke.
Oh, different
Right.
Cook?
And pronounced in Hawaiian is ko'oke, correct?
No. No.
Nice try.
We did go into town one night and there was Cook Street and she goes, "Oh, Kooke Street." And I'm like, "No."
No, this is the only street with the white name. Cook.
Yeah, this is the only street with the white name right now.
This is the murder street.
Maybe Dillingham, maybe. Anyway, I saw the statue and I was kind of taken back.
Baratania.
I was kind of like, that statue is not. He wasn't a good guy according to what I grew up in knowing
I mean,
about this dude and what.
I don't think it's not that he wasn't a good guy. I mean, if you went to some place and you saw these guys who were a lot more primitive than you were, obviously, well, appeared more primitive than you were, and they treated you as if
They were
they
welcoming.
misinterpreted it as they thought they were gods. They were just because they were so welcoming, like you said.
Right.
You know, they were like, "Hey, come chill, come drink, come eat, come bang our sisters." You know, stuff like that. Hey, if people were like to me like that, hey, I'll be like, I thought we were best friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then the problem is they got Howley on them and they took advantage. Can't take advantage, bro. If someone's giving, you got to give back too.
Yeah.
Can't just take, and then take some more.
It's kind of the respect thing. It's
Yeah.
like, I give
Well,
you
it's
something,
give
you
to-
hook
it's-
me up later,
Yeah.
right? Like, there's.
Bro, they
You don't have to do it right away, but, maybe be like, hey, thanks for the food. Here's some rope or here's some oil.
here's some,
or here's some
gunpowder or some shit.
Yeah, be like, hook it up.
Here's how to do math. Whatever.
Don't just show up and need shit and then just fucking leave. That's fucked up.
Well, apparently, according to Drunk History, they tried to leave, and then their ship broke, and they had to come
Right.
back, and then that's when they really started taking advantage, and they're like, "Fix our shit,"
Right.
and they didn't.
This is according to Drunk History.
Drunk
by the
History,
way.
yeah. But I feel like it's
But
an accurate
it could
depiction.
be-
You know what I
it could be
mean?
close to-
Because it makes sense. Like, these guys treated me well. I'm gonna go back, ask for their help, but then they're sick of me already because I was a shitty guest
Yeah.
and I took advantage of them. Of course, they're not gonna help you, but then they're not gonna help you, so you take advantage of them again and try to like threaten them. I burped into the mic. Sorry, but
It's kind of like that shitty friend, right? Who shows
yeah,
up
that shitty friend.
and you hook them up, and then they when they only come back when they need something, right?
Yeah,
yeah. That's not it. And they apparently killed somebody, and that's when shit hit.
but they killed the
They
nephew
killed the
of
child,
the chief.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, to try to show their strength because they had guns, but then they got stoned, and not in the good way.
This is a warrior. It's still a warrior culture too. It's still a very and Hawaiians were actually very sophisticated for
living on an island in the
living
middle
on-
of the Pacific
yeah,
Ocean.
with
Yeah,
nobody else around,
Put it
really,
this
from
way,
thousands of
they-
miles.
They can navigate the ocean
yeah,
and find tiny little islands in the middle of a vast ocean based on stars.
I think they said based upon like the native cultures, they're one of the most advanced native cultures that ever existed.
No shit.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
I'm pretty
cool.
sure they're up there. You got Mayans and the Aztecs and things like that, obviously, who had an advanced. But the fact that they could read the stars, they can navigate, they could hunt, they could fish, they could farm, which farming was
No, not
pretty-
only the farming, the irrigation. That they had.
irrigation,
But
agriculture.
no one
like-
beats Rome and the Greeks for the irrigation, the aqueducts,
right, but they
and all
were
that shit.
they were a fairly advanced culture though at that point.
Sorry, Lanny just sent me a meme and he said Jason Whitty. I don't know if you remember who Jason Whitty is,
God.
but tell me that doesn't look like Jason Whitty.
Oh God, no.
It does. Good job, Lanny. That's funny. Good job.
It's a good comparison.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to this beer we're trying real quick.
dude.
What do we?
I've been drinking it already.
Yeah. So Citrus Mistress, India Pale Ale.
Sounds like a stinging bitch.
It has Munich malt, 4 different hops, and grapefruit peel.
Huh? Grapefruit peel.
So you're supposed to get a bouquet of citrus, peach, and tropical fruits.
A bouquet of citrus.
Pretty
and
heavy on the
fruits?
hops.
If you're brewing with grapefruit,
Yeah, it's pretty
right now,
hoppy. Pretty hoppy. Not too heavy though. I've had hoppier.
I've
But-
had a discussion with someone.
What
about
is
this
what
today.
kind of beer was this? IPA?
So many of these breweries are using grapefruit. Just stop. Stop the madness.
You know why they use grapefruit?
Stop already.
Because it has a more of a citrus bite. So you use orange and you don't get that bite from that citrus enough. You know what I mean?
Right. And grapefruit's a good fruit to use.
Grapefruit
it-
has that.
It's
so
bitter
what
and
you gotta,
it's
what I think,
citrus.
I don't know much about brewing, but what I've learned kind of from you, from watching you and your brews and stuff, is if you want a specific flavor, like say you want that citrus flavor, you gotta kind of find something in that citrus family that has an exaggerated citrus character. Meaning, grapefruit has like, you can't just eat grapefruit. You know, it's sour. It's, you know, and it has that really, that's why I think a lot of beers that use lime or lemon, it's not so sour, but you taste that distinct citrusy. Because I think when you brew beer, you lose, it's a very like faded out flavor. You know what I mean? So if you use something that's real strong, you're going to get a better end result after it kind of fades away.
Right.
Because if you use orange, it's going to kind of fade away, and I think you end up tasting more of the hops versus tasting that orange.
Well, and hops have a very citrus note to them, too.
Well, it
Depending
depends
on
what
the
hops. Yeah, it
depending
depends on the
hop,
hops.
A lot of North Coast hops do have a citrus flavor to them.
Well, it's like, I think, I would say
Even
more
some New
like
Zealand.
a piney. I think there's a very thin line between like a pine and a citrus distinction.
I can see that, yeah.
A pine, I think a lot of, there's a lot of ways you can mistake pine and citrus for each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can see that, too. But that's the thing is some have more of a earthy pine. Some of them have more of a citrus pine. Some of them are...
Well, I think more. I think when it comes, aren't hops part of like a evergreen kind of like a pine cone sort of fruit?
They're related. I know they're related to cannabis closely, but I think it's the resin and the oils, right? That
Gives you the
cone,
flavor?
You have that cone, and yeah, I guess
So like
pine.
like a pine.
Yeah, a pine would be.
Well, because you do need like that
close.
frost to grow hops, so
right.
it's kind of like that evergreen family. You still need that frost to
Yeah.
grow like a pine tree. You know what I mean? So I think more so when you have certain hops that are not so well rounded, you get more of that citrus, sour, sharp flavor.
Sure.
And then the hops that are a little more rounded, you get like what you call an earthy tone. It's more rounded. It's a little less, not so intense.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get pure pine from hops, but you can get very close. I did brew a wheat beer for a wedding where we use hops called CTZ, and we also used Citra, which obviously in the name that already gives you like the thought.
Right.
People thought we added some kind of fruit additive to it, and really it was just the hops that was coming through in the beer.
Okay.
So sometimes you can get those notes. It may not be as predominant
again, that
as
was
when you're adding straight.
But again, that
citrus
was
to
a
something.
specific hop, right?
Right.
Okay.
And every hop's different in its own way. So it's just what balance you want to have between your malt and your hop and what you're trying to get with the end goal of your beer that, determines what hop you want to use in it.
Okay.
So,
Well, it seems our viewers want to talk football. We got Landmine, we got Raph here. They want to talk football. Titans lost, Seahawks lost. Did the Niners win or lose?
they lost.
Of course they
They
did.
got fucking murdered.
Dude, the Seahawks, if you want to talk football, let's talk football. My O-line for my Seahawks fucking suck. They were getting caved in, and that's why, first of all, we're a run-first team. We don't have elite receivers. Doug Baldwin, I like you, bro, but you're not a top 15, top 20 receiver.
He was going in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, because that's their only weapon. I mean, what else do we got right now? What else does the Seahawks have? We have nothing.
The Seahawks, let's be clear.
Oh, Kuna's teams is the New Jersey Jets. No, but seriously, Russell, we got Doug Baldwin, we got Tyler Lockett. Lockett's proven he's hit or miss. He's not a reliable
Who's your guys'
receiver.
running back?
So right now it's a committee. Eddie Lacy's listed as the starter, but he ran like 2 runs, played 2 snaps. I think Carson, if Rawls doesn't get healthy in time, I think the rookie Chris Carson's going to be probably the best running back option we got. CJ Procise isn't an every down back. This ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
I offered Lanny a good trade, and he totally denied me. I offered him Pierre Garçon, who's going to be a good receiver this year. He had 8 points last week for Thomas Rawls, who was a 5th round draft pick. But he denied it, bro. So if you want to do some trades, let me know.
Okay.
I need a running
Let's
back.
just do a quick rundown so we stay on
Oh, we're going to do a
point.
rundown there?
We'll
Okay.
just do a quick rundown, and then we probably should just end the show because we're starting to run long. But, okay. Thursday night, Chiefs-Patriots.
Blowout.
Chiefs surprise, going to go to the playoffs.
You calling Chiefs to the playoffs?
Chiefs to the playoffs? What do you think?
I think they got a good chance this year. Their
They look
defense is
fucking
pretty
good.
good. The defense is pretty good. Their offense, they got weapons, man. They got Travis Kelce. They got Tyreek Hill. They got Kareem Hunt. And Alex Smith looks comfortable in that pocket.
He looked good.
He looked good.
Okay.
I think they make playoffs. Yeah.
Playoffs.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Jets-Bills. Bills win 21-12.
Jets Bills.
Pretty obvious,
Who gives
right?
a shit?
That was a pretty obvious
That's
one.
garbage game.
Steelers-Browns. Did you see the Browns game at all this week?
I didn't, but
Steelers won
I did see the
21-18.
highlights of the fans cheering
Yeah.
for their team only losing by 3.
Deshaun Kaiser looked good. He came in. He
You know
played
you're a
decent
bad
game.
team when your fans go apeshit when you only lose by 3.
They were in the lead, and the Steelers took it from them in the last minute. Antonio Brown had a monster game, but the Browns look like they can win some games this year. So
Good. Hey,
I
it's
think,
about time, man.
I think they're gonna not playoffs. Definitely not.
I think
but
we're gonna see some teams that aren't expected to do decent this year. For
Okay.
instance, the Jaguars.
Jaguars.
They came out of
Texans.
fucking left field with their defense,
Their defense looks solid.
but unfortunately, Robinson got hurt.
Yeah.
I
But they
picked up
but
Allen
they-
Hurns off the waiver.
And they had the running back
Fournette.
Fournette. Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah.
And Bortles was throwing the ball well. Texans look like shit. Their offense look like crap, like it
Yeah.
always does.
Well, they got no quarterback, man.
J.J. Watt went out of the game, so
He's hurt again.
I don't know how long he's hurt, but I know he left the game. Okay, Cardinals-Lions. Lions win 35-23.
David Johnson out for the season. Number 1 pick in the league. Gone.
Lions did not look good in this game. Neither
What?
did the Cardinals.
The Lions didn't look bad. Galladay went off. He had
He went
21 points for me on the bench.
Stafford's trying to earn that paycheck.
He better. He's the highest paid fucking player in the league.
Yep.
Better earn that shit.
Falcons win 23-17 to the Bears.
Yeah, no surprise. Bears.
That game,
Not
the
looking
Falcons
good,
look like
guys.
garbage that game too. They're lucky they got that pass to their tight end at the end.
Dude, Austin Hooper went off.
Hooper went off.
He went off.
I don't know if he'll
Off.
be in every. I don't know if he'll be an every week guy, but
He has potential though. He has the potential to make big plays.
the Falcons blew that one. They got lucky. Raiders win 26-16 over the Titans. Raiders the real deal this year.
Dude, Raiders are looking tough. Right here, Lanny just said beast mode did work. Your brother just told me I have Pete Carroll salt and pepper hair. And Raph said Smoot lost David Johnson and Allen Robinson in one day.
Ooh.
So Smoot,
Rough.
hit me up for trades, buddy. I got some receivers. That's all I got. I got no running backs.
Raiders win that game against the Titans. I thought Amari Cooper had an awesome game. David Carr looked like he was in game shape. The defense is still a little suspect, but
But you got Khalil Mack.
that's the toughest division I think this year is going to be the AFC West with the Raiders, the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Chiefs. That's the toughest division I think this season.
Seahawks in there?
Seahawks are NFC West.
Oh, that's right.
Eagles, Redskins. Eagles win 30-17.
Hey,
Aguilar looked good.
looked good. Wentz looked pretty decent, scrambling for his fucking life, dude.
Yeah. Panthers win 23-3 over the Niners. No surprise there. Offense looked like shit.
Wait. Let's rewind that. No surprise there. That's your team, bro. You shouldn't talk
I'm
like
not
that.
surprised. I'd be glad if the Niners went 8-8, and that's a long shot.
8-8. You're saying you're just looking for a 500 season?
I'm just looking for a 500 season. I don't even think that's going to happen.
You know,
their offense didn't do shit. Hoyer couldn't get
But
the ball moving. They didn't
you
run
know
the
what
ball
though?
enough.
But preseason Hoyer looked good.
Panthers didn't look that great either, to be honest.
Panthers didn't look great all preseason. Cam still can't throw that long ball.
But they're still better
He's
than the
throwing
Niners.
short balls, which is great for me because I got Greg Olsen.
It
But
pains me because I'm a Niners fan.
But you know what? I think your Niners are on the right path to get better. I don't know. I like Brian Hoyer in the preseason. I thought he looked good.
They need to bounce back.
They need to
Build the foundation.
They need a foundation. They need
Yeah.
to get their cohesiveness together. And
I think
they need-
Carolina's on the down path, and I think the Niners
I think
are
they
on
were.
the up
I
path.
think it was great that they got rid of Kaepernick and got rid of all that dumb bullshit he was fucking stirring up
it didn't
because he
matter.
wasn't playing.
At that
so
point,
he
it
was
didn't
pouting.
matter. Yeah, it was just the management was shit. At
My
that point.
my Niners, my Seahawks got their asses kicked by the Packers. Not asses kicked, but our offense was just so stagnant. We have nothing. We have nothing.
That game was a battle.
We have
but-
no running. We have no run game,
but
and we
you-
have no pass. Our best receiver is our tight end, and he's a bitch.
and he doesn't even get the ball a lot.
Jimmy Graham was the downfall for the Seattle Seahawks. We got rid of Max Unger, who was an elite center, who is the guy that controls your whole offensive line. Once we got rid of him, we're a run-first team. Our run game went to shit.
Yeah,
And
Marshawn
then we
Lynch
started.
didn't help either. but-
Well, no, because when Rawls took over, he did great.
that's true. He had a good run.
But we lost a lot of guys on our O-line. And I'm sorry, but you need O-line to run the ball, and you need an O-line to pass the ball.
Got it.
We put all our money into our defense. Our defense is solid. We don't need to put money into our defense.
That's why they win games by like 4-point margins, and they're always low scoring.
Yeah, all
They're
our
like an
games.
SEC
I
team.
love our defense.
Yeah.
Michael Bennett's been pissing me off lately, but I love our defense.
Did you see that whole thing with Vegas?
That's really fucked up because Michael Bennett was like my favorite player up until this whole. Dude, I saw the video.
I
It
saw the
didn't
video.
look like police brutality, which he was claiming, and racial. The
He got arrested and he was pissed off.
No,
about
he
it.
got. First of all,
Or he got-
ran away from the cops.
Well,
You run away from the cops. I mean, I'm not saying I ain't never done it. I've
Yeah.
ran away from the cops.
Well, you got to
But
understand
if
there was
you
a
run-
shooter in that
if you-
casino.
No.
Or a supposed shooter.
There was a
wasn't really
shooting after.
They thought there was a shooting. It
There was a
wasn't shooting.
supposed shooting. There was an active shooting going on. It's not like he was running away from bullets.
People were hearing
He
gunshots.
ran away from
It was
uniform
statues falling in
police.
stanchions.
He ran away from uniformed police. He jumped a barrier. He hid behind a slot machine. He jumped the barrier and ran out into traffic. He got caught. Don't run from cops. If you would have just stood there and be like, yo, man, obviously I'm not the guy shooting the gun. I'm in the casino. I have no gun. They would have let you go. But when you run, you automatically look guilty. And then you want to go on and
Everybody was running.
say, no.
There were a lot of people running. Did you watch the video?
Yeah, but the cops weren't chasing those people. The cops weren't telling those people to stop. They told him to stop, and he ran and jumped and tried to get away.
Okay.
You
Moving
can't
on.
run from the cops, and when you get caught, get mad about it.
Moving on. Ravens, Bengals. Ravens win 20-0 against the Bengals. Bengals look like the shittiest team in the NFL this week.
I have Joe Mixon as my number 1 running back, and he got 3 points.
He looked the Bengals look like shit. I know Andy
They got-
Dalton.
They got first of all.
Andy
I
Dalton
was
got
playing my
negative
brother.
points.
So I was playing my
Sorry,
brother.
we're fucking.
What? Yelling? Ah! Anyway, I was playing my brother, who had the Baltimore defense.
Yeah, we're clipping a little bit.
So not only did his defense kick my ass, they shut down my fucking running back too.
Yeah.
So I got double dicked.
The only bright spot on the Bengals offense was probably Giovanni Bernard, and that wasn't even that great. The Ravens look
Yeah.
decent, but okay. Colts Rams. The Rams win 46-9. Dude, this game was like a slaughter fest, dude. I don't know what is up with the Colts. Obviously, not having Andrew Luck doesn't help, but
They're fucked.
dude. When the Rams beat you, like, don't get me wrong, the Rams aren't. They're not a great team. They're a mid-tier team.
Hey,
When
I
you get
see. You
blown
know
out
what? The Rams are on a
46-9,
come up.
The Rams are on a come. They look good. Goff looked really good in the game. He was throwing the ball well. He was hitting his targets. Big gains. But come on, if a team, the Colts are going to be the worst team in the NFL this year. Then the Bengals.
You think so?
The Colts are definitely going to be the worst team in the NFL this year by far. I'm already calling it.
The Colts,
The Colts, worst team in the NFL.
worst team.
Even when Luck comes back, they'll get a little better, but they're not going to be the best. They're not-
I can see that.
Cowboys 19-3 over the Giants Sunday night. That was a good game. Kind of slow. Cole Beasley had that monster catch where he caught it on the back of his fucking jersey.
Yeah, that back of it, but yeah,
That
he
was
almost
dope.
did a helmet catch kind of deal.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. Cowboys look pretty solid.
Dude,
Still need some work.
The
Ezekiel Elliott-
Cowboys are gonna be. I think they're gonna be a force to reckon with. Now that Zeke's not suspended all year.
It seems like they still got little kinks they got to work out.
Oh, they
though.
do. But it's game 1, dude. It's the first game. It's week 1.
Okay, Vikings win 29-19 over the Saints on Monday night.
That was a boring game to me to watch.
It was boring.
Now the
But-
Chargers Broncos game, that was a clincher.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Vikings a lot. I think they got a solid team. They got probably the best. I think they have the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, I got him.
And then the Saints look like old Saints. Like they need
They
fresh
look-
blood in there right now. They need like something new. Their
No,
defense
they
is
don't look
still
like
not the best.
They don't look like old Saints because the old Saints were good. Like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, they were solid. They just look old.
They look Chargers Broncos. That turned out to be a good game. It looked like the Broncos were going to run away with it.
Yeah.
Chargers made
Hey.
a comeback in the fourth quarter, like
I
an
have
amazing comeback.
Speaking of
And then
well-
what was the kicker's name?
Young Ho Koo.
Koo?
Young Ho Koo.
Young Ho Koo?
That's my dude. I was yelling that name the whole time. Young Ho Koo.
Clutch call. I mean, that freezing the kicker move can only work so many times, but it worked that time.
Well, he's a rook. He's a rook.
Thank you, Shanahan, for starting that whole.
Shanahan was. We
Roll
looked this up,
on
and
that.
Shanahan was actually the one who started the freeze the kicker.
Oh
in the
yeah,
NFL
smart.
in true Bronco fashion.
I think now talking about the Chargers and the Saints on the Monday night games, the doubleheader. I think Phillip Rivers is probably the last out of that class, that draft class. You got Drew Brees, Eli Manning, even Tom Brady was around that era.
Mhm.
I think all those guys are on their last legs, you know, you got to give it up for Brady because Brady's going to pull it out of his ass somehow.
Yeah.
But out of that whole era, I think these guys are on their last legs already. I think Phillip Rivers might have one more season left in him. Brady maybe 1 or 2, but I think Drew Brees and I think Eli Manning, I think these guys are done.
Eli is too inconsistent. Breeze is too inconsistent now, but it's because he also doesn't have the defense to support him. Phillip Rivers, I think that division's going to be tough. Like I said, this year, I think the AFC West. And then I think the NFC North, where you got the Vikings, you got the Lions, you got the Bears, and you got the Packers. I think that's probably the next toughest division. So I think those are the 2 divisions that are going to be the strongest.
And Jets are the worst.
And then you're probably going to have I'm anxious to see how Tampa Bay does. I'm really anxious to see how Jameis Winston does this year. He's got a high-powered offense. He's got a lot.
He's got some weapons, man.
And their
Dude,
defense is
their
young.
tight end,
they're strong.
That O.J. Howard rookie,
Yeah.
that guy's a monster, dude. He's huge.
Yeah. And Raph says the Jets are the worst, which I agree. They're at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The way the Colts perform, it just seems like they're so... There's no consistency.
First of all,
there's no team
Colts
mentality there.
The Colts have no cohesiveness because they have no leader.
There's
right
none.
now on
At least
field.
the Jets,
especially
stuck in this
offensively.
game.
There's no offensive leader right
Yeah.
now.
There's nothing going for that team.
You
that
need
looks
need
positive.
Kermit the Frog voice, Andrew Luck in the huddle, and if he's not, who do you? There's nobody there, dude. I mean, you got Frank Gore.
Their O-line is horrible.
And you got T.Y. Hilton, and that's it. Jack Doyle, he's no elite
He's
tight end.
No. And who knows if Andrew Luck's gonna play the whole year? If
He ain't gonna play, dude. He hasn't thrown a fucking football yet.
All right, I think that's gonna about do it for us tonight.
Wrap it up.
We wrap this whole thing up. NFL rundown. Whew. I'm kind of exhausted after that, but I feel good. I still feel good.
I feel drunk.
Well, we want to thank you guys for joining us on this week's episode of Inappropriate Bar Talk. You can join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Hawaiian time, 11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern time. Raph, shout out to you on the East Coast.
Holla!
You can follow us on our social media networks up in the top corner there. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.tv.
Streaming.
/Inappropriate Bar Talk. We're also at Inappropriate Bar Talk on Instagram and at IBT Podcast on Twitter.
Like and subscribe, motherfuckers.
You can download our audio files on SoundCloud.com/Inappropriate Bar Talk. But for now, my name's Chris.
And I'm fucking Tony.
We'll see you guys next week. Mahalo for joining us. Please like and subscribe.
Peace.